Hello, tubers. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. And thank you for joining Mr. Brooke Schneider and myself here on Cooper's Thai Adventures live stream, Wednesday's live stream. And today's title is a bit of a funny one. We called it E.T. Comes to Coopersville. And what it was on Monday, we went jet skiing. And we went out to Monkey Island, took a group of subscribers out with us, and had a monkey there. And Brooke's been making fun of me ever since Monday about it, that the monkey looked like E.T. And when he came out with the E.T.'s voice, and he was calling out Elliot. And I was saying to the monkey, "No, I'm not Elliot. I am Cooper." So E.T. was coming out, and he was going, "Elliot. Elliot." And I'm going, no, I'm Cooper. I'm not Elliot. So that's where that thumbnail came from in today's video. Absolutely hilarious. And for those of our subscribers that follow Bitcoin, my God, it has gone through the roof. It is currently sitting at $44,055 per Bitcoin. So it has literally jumped $2,073 in the last day of trading since you and I went to sleep last night. What was Bitcoin at when we went to sleep?
I thought it was 41.9, 42.
Yeah, it was about 42.2 when I went to bed. So it is jumped $2,000.
It was only, I think, great. 2 months ago that, I did a Money Matters that Bitcoin was at 25.
Yeah.
And you were trying to get in to buy it at that time. And we were having issues with the platform. And, but luckily you got in.
I did.
A little later on.
It was, I'm eternally grateful that I got in. It's just doing so well. And last Saturday, we had a live stream, and it sort of went a little bit sideways. People were asking me in my beliefs, what do I think about aliens and the Mars man on the moon and all this sort of stuff. So it was a great time and very fun. And Brooke here, he believes in reincarnation, something he and I both share. We both believe in reincarnation.
I do.
Yeah. And he said, hey, if you want to come back for a second life, he said, don't go to the light, follow the light. He says, go to maternity ward and jump in a baby. So there you go. That might be something to guarantee you come back in reincarnation. And if you're in Bitcoin, one thing apparently that some people say out there in the wacky, wonderful world of humans, that if you were reincarnated, you get to choose one memory. Well, if it was me, I would choose my Bitcoin password. So that way I come back a rich baby.
On the little lighter things now.
Yeah, so there we go. And let's start today's show off. See what we got on here.
Mike Baker, I hear Coopersville is accepting of anyone, but monkeys, that's just bananas.
I know we accept monkeys too. We got a few over there on the island. God, I've been awake since 3:45 this morning because I had to wake up and see what was happening to Bitcoin and the stocks. And boy, when I woke up, the first words Darlene normally hears from me is, "Good morning, babe. Love you." Well, this morning I got out of bed real quick, ran in the living room, turned on the TV, and the first word she heard out of my mouth was, "Holy shit."
Well, I always got up at before market closing. Unfortunately, in Thailand, we're 12 hours behind.
I know.
So, but that's okay. That's why my naps are so important in the afternoon. But you never used to get up that early.
No.
Until you got into Bitcoin, and now all of a sudden, hey, you're doing the same and loving it.
I know. It's the first time I've ever got up this early without being outside the Army. In my Army days, I had to get up this early. I had to do PT at 5 o'clock. So with that, I used to always be up by 3:30. But since retirement, bit lazier. I wake up at 6 o'clock, but this morning I purposely set my alarm before I went to bed to wake up at 3:45 so I can see the stocks closing and what the prices were.
Well, it's funny. Like we went through and this is before you ever even looked at it. We went through a crypto winter, it's called, where, you know, it peaked and then it had a long trough downwards and stayed that way. And then that wasn't real fun to get up early. So most days I didn't. But when the markets are going like this, we're out of the crypto winter and now it's into the, you know, the jumps. Yeah.
Start of the bull run.
And it is kind of interesting and fun to get up and see what's happening, you know, for the day. And things are happening quick.
Very quick.
You know, with all the, you know, occurrences, the ETFs and the seeding money for the big, you know, the big boys, the halving's coming and people are becoming more aware.
Yeah.
I mean, I was watching CNBC, which I do every day, and the amount of mentions of Bitcoin now on the daily or hourly average is, huge compared to what it used to be during the crypto winters.
Barely get a mention. Yeah.
Mike Baker, parasailing looked like a blast of fun. Fresh air, sunshine, and water. What could go wrong? Well, AJ landing on the roof. Was it AJ?
Almost. But no, Brooke was in the chicken squad. He didn't do it. I have a bad fear of heights. So for me to do it was phenomenal. And it's because I lost a bet with Darlene. I had to do it. So, but normally there's no way I would have done that. I suffer from vertigo real bad. And I did it. And the whole time, all I was doing was looking out front. I was never, ever looking down at the water.
Well, you know, Troy offered, he told me, oh, no, you've got to go. I've already paid the guy for you to go up there. I said, oh, God, you better not have. Because he was joking, thank God.
Yeah.
No, I already did that. That's off my bucket list.
But no, it was actually quite fun to be there. But I didn't look down. I was too afraid to look down.
Tom P. Good morning, Cooper, Darlene, and Brooke. Looking forward to today's live stream.
And thank you for joining us, Tom. Really appreciate it. And wow, Chris E. sends a $20 super chat and says, have a wonderful birthday, Darlene. Enjoy some drinks on me. Thank you so much for that, Chris. Darlene's birthday is a week today. And on the 13th, and we are having a meet and greet with our subscribers as well. And we have decided to pay for it all. So we bought two.
Oh, I'll be there.
We bought 2 pigs, and there's going to be a huge buffet of various foods, including spaghetti, pork, and Thai food, and
cold beer
sandwiches. Nope, cold beer is not included out of Cooper's pocket. Can be included out of your pocket. But but no, we're doing it all on ourselves. And from the Buy Me a Coffees and the super thanks that we've accumulated over the last 30 days.
Oh, nice.
We decided to put all that money into Kitty and use it to treat the subscribers as our way of saying thank you. So it's a big event, and now the Kitty's at 0.
So at Tommy's, it'll just be for the subscribers, basically.
Just for the subscribers.
Yeah. So that's good to know then. Book the place.
Yeah. So we did. We booked the place, and it's at Palmy's at Rumpole Market in Jumpton. So come one and come all. If you're a subscriber, come join. And if you're not a subscriber, stay away.
It'll be a fun time.
Yeah, it's for subscribers only.
Brett Thomas. Good morning, Cooper, Darlene, and the Money Man Brooke.
Good morning, Brett. Thank you for joining us, brother. And thank you again, Chrissy.
Oh, there's smiling Tommy Lee again.
Yeah,
good morning, afternoon, and evening from New York City. A little cold there, I'd imagine.
Oh, I got it. I saw some pictures. Africa showed me. His wife's in New York right now, and the snow there was unbelievable. He showed me a couple of days ago. And wow, I'm glad I'm not there.
Well, you know, Tommy doesn't care because Tommy's smiling wherever he is.
Yeah, he's always smiling.
He's got that $1 million smile.
Yeah.
Tom York, good morning, Cooper, Brooke, and Darlene. Hope everyone is doing great. Well, we are. Bitcoin is up.
Yeah, Bitcoin is up, and we're very, very happy this morning. And it's projected to go way up. The forecasts say that it's going to hit 50,000 before the new year.
I think that's light.
I think that's kind of light as well. That is very on the low side. But to be honest, it's going to hit somewhere between 50 and 70,000 in my prediction.
And you know the good news?
What's that?
It's never too late to get in.
No. Even if you can't afford a whole Bitcoin, you could buy Satoshis, which are parts of a Bitcoin.
Parts of a coin, yep.
Yeah, and you could buy it all the way down to what is it, 100 or 1,000 of a
There's
coin?
100 million satoshis in one Bitcoin.
100
100
million.
million, yeah.
Yeah.
And
So what would one satoshi run somebody if they wanted to buy?
I have no idea. A penny, not even pennies. You know, you'd have to buy 1,000 or 10,000 or 100,000 to make any dent in the wallet, let's say. But you don't really buy satoshis. You'll buy $100 a Bitcoin or $1,000 a Bitcoin. I'm talking Coinbase, those exchanges, things like that.
Yeah.
When the ETFs come out, you can simply buy the shares. You know, they'll be listed on the stock exchange, and that'll give you whatever the equivalent dollar value of the Bitcoin at that time. And I think that's where a lot of, if not most of the, you know, the new people into the Bitcoin field will go, because, you know, government regulated, audited, and they can, you know, trust their advisors on that. So we'll see. Steve Sun, hello, good afternoon.
And good afternoon, Steve. Thank you for joining us.
Bootney 66, hello everyone.
And hello, Bootney. Looking forward to meeting you next year. You're coming out here.
I think that's a picture of Prince on there.
It is a picture of Prince. That's his favorite artist. He said
I like that guy.
Saturday's live stream.
A lot of good songs.
So yeah, looking forward to meeting him.
Lost Boy, hello everyone. I laugh watching Cooper flying away over the ocean.
You know, I cried. And Darlene says, have you got any last words before you take off?
He did say that?
Yeah, I didn't pick it up on camera, you know, on the microphone, because I was too far away from the receiver.
Okay.
And she said, do you have any last words before you go? And I said, yes, please like and subscribe. That's how it went up in the air.
Well, it's funny, you know, with the wind, you know, obviously the boat's taking you out, but with the wind action, it was pretty heavy that day. You took off that platform like it wouldn't believe, like you shot out of a rocket
ship. It was so quick. It felt like I was being launched out of a cannon.
Exactly.
It really did.
It was good.
Yeah. So Lost Boy, when you come out here, you got to do it, buddy.
Tommy Lee, hey guys, you guys talk about annual rentals. How about someone looking from 30 to 90 days before they decide on annual rentals location? Thanks. So 30 to 90 day lock-in period, you know, checking things out, and then you lock in for a year. And that's a smart idea. I don't think you need 30 to 90 days though, Tommy.
Yeah.
Like we found our place in a month.
Yeah.
And we looked at 30 different units.
Oh, yeah. We were out every day looking at units for about 2 weeks. About 2 weeks before we found and settled on this one. And 30 days is plenty of time to find what you're looking for. If you feel unsure that you're going to find what you're looking for, Tommy, in 30 days, go for 60 days. Get lock in a 60-day rental before you come out here, and then take a look around, because there are just so many here. There's over 5,000 different condo complexes in the whole area. So
the other thing, Tommy, don't worry about the 90 or even 120 if that takes you out of high season into low season, because your deals are definitely going to be in low season. So depending what time you're coming, how long to rent, you know, I personally, and I think Coops agrees, 30 days is all we needed. Yeah. And we came just at the end of high season. So even after 30 days, we're still in low season. So that's where your deals will be, if you can, you know, figure on low season booking.
Yeah, absolutely agree, Tommy. And good question. Thank you.
Market Focus. Welcome to Cooper's Space Adventure. Laughing out loud.
Yeah, it's a wacky one today. It's a wacky show. Everything's open and on the table. We'll discuss anything. Darlene G Vlog, my wife, says, thank you, Chris. You're the man for the $20 super thanks. She really appreciates it and gives you thumbs up. And she is the channel moderator, and she's just gone with Jackie over to the laundromat to get the blankets washed, as they're too big to fit in the wash machines here. So they go over to the laundromat. It's just across the street, literally a 3-minute walk, not even that, probably a 90-second walk from the entrance of the condominium complex where we live. And so she's still watching on her phone with her earbuds in during the live stream, and moderating while helping Jackie do the laundry.
Good, good. The Music Sanctuary. Good day, Coop, Brooke, and Darlene. I hope all is well your way, Brooke. We are still golfing here in Alberta. Well,
how do you find a white ball in the snow?
No,
or do you put yellow balls
you
out there
can,
for the snow?
they get these Chinook winds in Alberta, and they can go from -10 to +20, like in half an hour. You know what I mean?
Winds like that. So instead
yeah.
of you shooting the ball 100 yards, you're going to be shooting at 1,000.
It'll still, well, no, well, it depends if the wind's behind you. But no, and if you're in the right area in there, it's probably still green. So
yeah,
different. Joelle, good morning, Cooper, Brooke, and Darlene. Had our first blizzard, 57 days and counting till you get here.
Blizzards. I don't miss that. I really don't. Guys and girls out there. It gives me shivers just to think about it.
Well, you were driving trucks through some of that stuff.
I know, but when you got to get out and load and unload and decouple and couple up trucks in the freezing cold and the snow, and it's -10, -20, -30 outside, because we used to deliver up to Canada. We used to go across the Rockies and deliver up to Canada. So I remember many winters I was in Canada and it was -30, -40 degrees. I got to go out there and get out of my warm truck and decouple the trailer and connect up to another one, and it just hits you like knives.
Sure.
Literally, when you get out and you open that door, boy, oh boy.
It reminds me of the story. I was in Florida at the Bob Evans restaurant. Where are you from? Canada? Oh, and I'm near Buffalo, New York.
Yeah.
And he says, "You got polar bears where you are?" He had no idea of Canada, right? I said, "Well, not really. I'm like 20 minutes from Buffalo. You know what I mean? And there ain't no polar bears in Buffalo."
Polar bears.
Oh yeah, sometimes. Darlene Buchanan, good morning from Dusa Grand Park 2. Have a great day, everyone.
And she's our neighbor. And good morning, Darlene. Thank you for coming on and joining us. And it's great when our subscribers that come out here still participate in the channel.
Yeah.
It's absolutely fantastic. Thank you all so much for that.
Les Brown, read that Thai Plumbing can't handle toilet paper. You should put it in a can. In addition to the bum gun, you use your left hand to make sure it did its job. Therefore, you can't shake hands.
No. The bum guns here are high pressure. You can adjust the pressure accordingly, whatever you like. And they do the job completely. When you put the toilet paper there, the only thing it's doing is soaking up the wet water that splashed on your butt from using the bum gun. So, nope, they're fantastic job. And you're right, you don't put the toilet paper in the toilet. You just dry yourself off with the toilet paper because the bum gun did the job for you. So there's no cleaning necessary with the toilet paper. It just dries you off. And you put that in the trash can and you empty it with the trash. You get a little trash can in the toilet for their such things as sanitary towels and toilet paper.
Well, I had been here months before that was explained to me.
Uh-huh.
So trust me, there's probably a lot of people like myself during those periods. Hey, they didn't know that. So.
They come here, the Westerners come here, and they do it like they do in the West. You know, use toilet paper, throw it down the toilet.
Some still do.
Yeah.
Cerebral aptitude, 14 more months, selling the house, 401k matures, and back to Thailand to live.
14 more months.
He's a regular cerebral.
So that's going to put him here about March of 25.
Yep.
Yeah, be great to
February,
to meet you. We'll still be going strong, and maybe by then we'll be at 8,000 subscribers.
Oh, easily.
Yeah. Our channel is just growing so fast. What are we at? 7,400. I just checked this morning.
You might be 8,000 by the end of the week, Junior.
It may be. Yeah. It's jumped 400 since Sunday.
Oh,
yeah.
Everyone likes my pretty face. Darren Doggett. Hi, Darlene, Cooper, and Brooke from New Jersey.
And welcome, Darren. Another Darren. I am also a Darren. Darren Cooper is my name, but only my mother calls me Darren. Everybody else just calls me Coop or Cooper. Ex-military. It sort of runs with you.
Well, I call you Darren.
Yeah, I call you Dad.
Yeah. Joel, great question, Tommy Lee.
That was a great question about rentals.
Yeah, 30, 60, 90 day. Black Ops. Morning, Cooper, Brooke, and Darlene. Saw Black Ops yesterday.
Yeah, he was with us yesterday. No,
Monday. He was walking by the pool yesterday.
Oh, you saw him? Yeah. So, we saw him. And Al, he's a neighbor here of ours here in Dusa Grand Park 2. And he came and joined us. Thank you for coming on, Al. Much appreciated, brother.
Party.
Yeah, he's a British guy, and he's got a heck of a sense of humor. They call it banter. And he's much better at it than I am. I try and give him back as good as I get. Not with him, I can't.
No,
he wins every day, hands down. I can't compete with you, Al. Your banter is much better than mine.
Les Brown, with your left hand fact or fiction, do the bum guns come with instructions?
Face green,
yeah,
smiling face. No, it's something you got to work out for yourselves.
It's self-explanatory.
And I'm not going into it any further. It's breakfast time over here. Oh my God. It is what time is it? 7 something in the morning.
7:20.
7:20 in the morning.
Here.
Yeah. So people be having their breakfast. We need to change that topic.
Tommy Lee, just to follow up to the rentals, where can you rent for 30 days?
Any condominium, they will do a 30-day rental. Some of the landlords prefer a 1-year rental, but some of them will do a 1-month rental, no problem. You can also do it on things like Agoda. You can do
Airbnb.
Airbnb would be another one, and several companies out there like that. You can find 30-day rentals, or you can shoot me an email at Tommy, and I'll send it over to the agent. Just let her know when you're coming, what your budget is, and what you're looking for, and no one will try and help you out.
I often thought too, Tommy, maybe you land in Bangkok, spend a day or two at a hotel there, get your bearings, and if you're coming to the area immediately, you could do a similar thing, maybe a week or something at an Airbnb or a hotel even for a few days. Maybe grab yourself a scooter, then you can rent them, and then you can tour around and see the options you have for a longer stay, maybe a 30-day. Just say, hey, that place looks okay. I'll try it for a month. It'll put me into low season, and then you might have the long-term rental found by that time.
Yeah, and there's plenty of realtors out here, Tommy. Every street you go on, you'll find half a dozen realtors out here on the major streets. You're not going to have a problem finding a realtor.
No. I would say too, Tommy, don't necessarily settle on the first place or second place you see. There's so many, as Coop said. Take a look at a bunch of them, and you can kind of decide what area you like, and what type of price you want to pay. They'll be all over the moon, I guess.
Yeah.
Cerebral aptitude. Geez, hope it was not a mistake. Bought 11K on Robinhood 2 weeks ago of BTC. Why would that be a mistake?
No, it's not been a mistake. Actually, you should be smiling all the way to the bank. Right now, if you bought it 2 weeks ago, you bought in around about 37.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with Robinhood, but I believe they actually buy the share of the coin. So 11,000, whatever that would have been, maybe back then, a third of a coin. Very well done, by the way, Cerebral.
Yeah. Very, very good investment.
Cerebral aptitude. We'll make sure to have all my financial investment apps already downloaded before I come to live, and possible to sign up if already in the kingdom. That's a really good point right there. Smart. Yeah, a good statement there, Cerebral.
Go ahead, touch on it.
Well, I mean, it's harder here. Get your Y set up, get your trading platform set up, check your, get your banks working, notify them that you are coming over here for, I typically told mine, hey, I'm just coming for a visit to check it out, right? And once I'm here, they're all working fine, never had a problem. Make sure with your banking that they can get a hold of you here, whether it's through, Google Fi or WhatsApp, or, have a legitimate number. What's the other number? Jesus, trying to think. Anyways, it'll come to me. But
the line?
Yeah.
The line is what most people use here.
Yeah, but I don't think you can get your text messages from your home bank here.
No.
So my point is, you want to have a US or Canada-based phone number that they can get a hold of you here with a text message to verify your identity logging in. Les Brown, sorry for the breakup.
What breakup?
Don't know.
It lost me there, Les.
Maybe it was in his comment earlier. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Tommy Lee, regarding the bum gun, I have a funny story to tell you guys, but it's not appropriate for YouTube. Just remind me to share this story when I get there. We'll do our best to remember that.
Maybe you turn the pressure up too much.
I'm sure Tommy will have us howling when he gets here.
Yeah, I'm sure you will.
Cerebral, 18 years working at Amex to this date. We have to talk, gentlemen, when I am boots on the ground. Yep,
no problem. We welcome it. And every month we have a meet and greet where all our subscribers get together. Last one we had was in October for Halloween, and the big meet and greet. We were expecting around 20 people to come. 50 people turned up. So we've had quite a lot of people move into the area and are coming out in November and December of this year and doing a month, 2 months. So we decided to do a big one for Darlene's birthday, and we paid for enough food for 100 people, and there's going to be 100 seats there. So those that turn up
could well be packed.
It could very well fill that 100. But we had 50 last time, so we doubled that amount this time. Give everybody an opportunity to come and meet us and talk to us, just like Cerebral Aptitude.
Good place to network and meet new friends and see the faces you've seen on the live streams, for example, the comments even. And yeah. And about 2 to 3 times a month, there's some sort of thing going on. Activity, exactly, going on where, hey, there's anywhere from 6 to 16 people show up. So, a lot of new ones each time.
Yeah.
Cerebral Aptitude, I invest, but my first time with crypto. We'll talk. Nervous dealing with crypto. Well, stick with Bitcoin. I don't trust any of the crypto coins. Altcoins, they call them.
Don't mess with them.
Shit coins, but I'll get some backlash on that.
Yeah.
Some of them are okay. I shouldn't say that. But Bitcoin's the one I only study and follow and recommend.
Yeah. It's the number one at the moment.
Joel, I have a question about sheets. When we rent for 30 plus days, I'm assuming, we will need to wash our sheets. Is there a service most places? I cannot imagine air drying sheets and towels.
Yes. What you can do is you can speak to the condominium. And normally they have cleaning agencies that will come and do that stuff for you. So you don't have to worry about it. And the fee is around about 500 baht a week, which is $15.
Yeah.
And for that, they'll come a couple of times a week and clean the place for you and change the bedding and cleaning. So, yeah, it's not bad if you're coming just for 30 days.
The Music Sanctuary. Brooke, filing taxes in Canada from my pension services, would I have to have my T4 sent to an accountant here yearly? Just curious how it works filing Canadian taxes yearly while living in Thailand. Well, luckily, Music Sanctuary, what Canada now does, like I get a statement from Old Age, a statement from CPP, and I do get investment, T5s, I think they call them. And they're all electronically filed now. So the day of the paperwork, in the mailbox, for me at least, is all gone. And I give permission to my accountant. He's a chartered accountant, good firm. Trust him, have been with him for years, totally legit. He has the authority to accept these filings, speak to the government, access my accounts for, doing the financial workups on capital gains and, interest income, etc. So basically, I do it remotely. He has access to it through the authorization, and it's so simple. And I do, I'll call him. I have a call with him typically once, twice a year. Anything outstanding? But no, everything was simple this year. All the forms are there. And then I'll get the call. Here's your bill. Here's what okay. And I give him a credit card over the phone. So bingo, it's all done. So it's simple to do. Yep.
Okay. Great answer.
File on time. That's the key. When you file on time, they don't even look at you. Les Brown, Bitcoin is in rally mode, but remember what happened prior crash?
COVID happened.
Yeah, well, there's always black swan events. I was telling Coop yesterday, you can't ever get 100% excited because there's always a black swan event. All
markets around the world crashed. It was because of COVID. Nobody was working. Everybody was in lockdown. Yeah, and it's rallying back up towards its all-time high.
The thing, Les, with that, and that's why I really push everyone to research, because the more research you do, the more comfortable you get with what you're investing in. And when you're comfortable investing in something, number one, you sleep good at night. You know what you're doing. You know you're holding for the long term. And so when a crash like that or black swan event would occur, you're going to be buying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because here's what happens in a black swan, guys. Everything goes down. The good with the bad go down. And usually within a few days, they realize, hey, it's not the end of the world. And then things bingo, they start going up. And the good stuff especially.
I agree.
Les Brown, restrictions on amount of letters in chat.
Okay. So that was in relation to his last comment that he missed a couple of letters out in the last message he sent, as you can only send so many character letters in live chat.
Darren Doggett, I'm looking to move to Jumpton Beach in the summer of next year and want to rent at Copacabana and would like to when do low season start? When does low season start?
Low season starts at the end of April and it goes through till November.
Yep.
Now, what you'll find out here is in October, because it's very close to high season, that they will already prepare for the prices going up.
You start to stay a little firmer.
Yeah, it's going to be very hard to get a good deal in the month of October.
Copacabana's a nice place.
And
Who's
it is
staying there? AJ staying there?
Yeah, we got a couple of subscribers staying there.
The only thing he said was there's a lot of daily rentals, was it? Or
Airbnbs,
which aren't allowed technically, I guess, according to the rules there, but people do it, the owners do it. And he said it was just a little too busy for his liking during high season with the pools and the gym and but anyways, I hear
during low season he said it was perfect.
And I hear good stories about Copacabana. It's nice.
It's right on
and
the
it's beach. In the center, exactly, right on the beach.
And right next to Jumpton Night Market, so it's perfect.
A little more expensive than we are, but
absolutely beautiful place. You're going to love it, and definitely do it in low season, because high season they really do mark the prices up for that.
Lost Boy, any worries about the proposed tax law? I just watched Retired Working for You, and it was unsettling. Plus the 20-year, 28K to 143K. What's the 20? That's a visa, elite visa, or whatever.
So, anyways, what they're talking about right now is there's been so much confusion with the expats in regards to this new tax law that's supposed to come in force in January 1st, and there's not a lot of information about it. So what they're talking about right now is they're proposing that they delay it from January 1st until they get all their facts straight and how they want to implement it, because it's going to cause a lot of confusion. So that is what is on the table right now, Lost Boy, and that was just in the news yesterday. So that is the latest update on that they're talking about delaying the new tax law because of the double tax treaties with quite a lot of countries around the world. But they're saying 80% of the retirees here that are on a pension or disability or on an income where they're paying taxes in their own country don't have to worry about anything. Nothing's going to change for them.
I would say, Lost Boy, I absolutely personally have no worries about it. I don't listen to any of it. I consider it all FUD, and misinformation, if you want to call it. There's nothing passed. There's nothing, and I've said that in the past, Coop. But in reality, until something is ever passed, and this is exactly what's happening here, they're delaying it because they don't have a clue what the heck it's gonna, the unintended consequences is what it is. So they're big on tourism. So step back, zoom out, take a look. They're big on tourism here. They're going to promote tourism. Retirees are fantastic for their economy. If they want to, disincentivize people of coming here, that might be what they would do. And then people will leave. They'll find Vietnam or Indonesia. There's options to Thailand for retirement. So they don't want to do that. So you're not going to see any of that, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, I was sort of reading between the lines on this whole new tax law. And originally, the Thai government set this up to go after Thai people. What they're doing is they're sending their money overseas, investing it, and then bringing back the dividends, or the interest or whatever they've made on their investments, and not paying any tax.
Not reporting it, probably.
And not reporting it as well, just bringing it back. And under the law right now, if it's been out of the country for more than a year, you don't pay taxes on it. Okay, if you can say, I earned this money last year, then you don't pay taxes on it, the Thais. Well, the Thai government has decided they wanted to crack down on that. So initially, this was all set up to go after the Thai people that are doing this. Just the Thais. But what it's done is it's upset all the Westerners here, because the way that they've written this law is that it's going to affect everybody, not just the Thais. And all the Westerners up in arms saying, hey, wait a minute. I've got a pension. I'm taxed on my pension in my country, and you want to tax me again on the tax that I'm paying already? And the Thai government sort of taken a step back and said, whoa, wait a minute. Yeah, if
That
we
wasn't
do
the
this,
intention of this
if
law.
we do this against the Thais, we have to do this against the Westerners. Hang on,
luck.
we're going to lose a lot of people that are here at long-term tourists. We're going to lose a lot of retirees. We got to take another look at this and how we can do it. So that is what's going on right there at Lost Boy in regards to it. So they're taking a serious another look at it, and possibly even going to be giving an announcement very shortly that they're delaying it past January.
I don't have any information on the 20-year increase, but they've increased. They're again looking for money.
Yeah,
and,
the long-term visa,
long-term visas. Yeah, and it probably
visas.
was too cheap at that. So they get a 20-year visa even for 148,000 baht. I'm sure. Is it
dollars?
It's dollars. Well, that is a lot then.
Well, no, hang on. It is 20-year elite visa is, yeah, it's gone up quite a bit. It's in baht, and that's several million. Yeah, okay. Baht.
All right. Well, I don't. Yeah. We do year to year, and I think we're looking at what, $500 a year.
450.
$450 a year.
Your initial one's going to cost you $1,000.
Yeah.
A roundabout, depending on whether you need a Thai bank account open, and also whether you need you want a long multiple entry visa. But it rounds about $1,000 to sort of $1,400 range, depending on which service that you need for your retirement visa. But that's only your initial one. When you go to renew it, it's like $450.
If anything, they're improving the visas here.
Oh yeah,
because have you heard any more on the 90-day on entry for the Westerns?
Yeah, they still want to push it through this month.
So instead of 30 guys, we're going to get 90 days, and hey, you're going to be able to tour, find your place, and decide if this is for you. So
yeah, so you get a 90-day visa on entry. They're looking at 60 and 90.
Some of the countries already have it. I mean, they've implemented some of it, and they're just going to expand it, I guess, is what it is. So that's good.
Yeah,
stay tuned. Les Brown, learn the basics of reading a stock chart so you will know when to take profits. Yep, that's always good. Good advice. Cerebral aptitude. My CFO at American Express would not allow me to work remotely in Thailand, so I decided I will retire at 59 and a half in 14 months. I need to enjoy my life. I can't do the grind any longer. Well, good for you.
And 14 months really isn't that far, Cerebral. I know it feels like an eternity away from now, but it's going to go quick. It does.
I think they're going to find a lot of these, like a lot of people now, worked remotely. They don't want to go back. You know what I mean? And companies are finding that, hey, listen, if they can't remote remotely, they're doing like you're doing. They're leaving.
Yeah. I agree completely.
Les Brown, they're working on the election virus.
Yeah.
Chris E., according to other vloggers that I follow, high season is really slow. One in particular that does a lot of hotels said that they're less than 50% booked for the month of December.
And you're absolutely right. High season this year is lower than what it was pre-COVID.
Yep.
And by about 50%. He's absolutely right. But that still doesn't reflect the prices. They've always put it up at high season.
And they're used to it.
Yeah.
And they, oh no, we got it last time. Why wouldn't I get it this time?
Exactly.
Well, if it sits empty for the season, they'll be thinking differently going forward.
Exactly. And they do. They put up the prices accordingly.
I think a lot of the reason, Coop, is people are experiencing in the West, in my opinion, boy, they're seeing their savings getting drained. The cost of living has gone up so much, and boy, they're tightening the belts, let's say.
Yeah.
And maybe that month vacation is down to 2 weeks now, or maybe the 2-week vacation, hey, we're not going this year, So I think that's a lot to do with it, just the world economy.
Yeah. I mean, I had one landlord that he wanted to make a video on his condominium, and he wanted for a 1-bedroom. Well, actually, it wasn't even a 1-bedroom. It was a studio, and with a beautiful sea view. He wanted me to put it on the channel for 60,000 baht for a month.
60.
Oh,
well, good luck with
that.
And
he said to me and the agent, yeah, well, we're back in high season now. COVID's finishing. Before COVID, I was getting 60 a month for it then, but that was at the height of Thai tourism when it hit its maximum amount.
Yeah.
And he was expecting to get the same this year. And the agent and I said, how long has this studio been empty? It's just full of dust. He says, oh, about 2 years.
Yeah, since then.
It's the last 2 years nobody's lived there. And I said, do you wonder why nobody's lived here? Because you're way overpriced. Yeah. Any one of my subscribers can come here to this building, get exactly the same one and pay only 20, and you're asking 60 for it.
Crazy.
So which one are they going to do? They're going to do the 20. It's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
But they are still at that mentality.
Some people have that.
It's high season, COVID's finished, all prices back up to maximum amount. And it's going to take years to get there. Right now, there's amount of Chinese tourists here is very minimal.
Compared to what it was.
Months ago, we saw coaches and coaches and coaches of Chinese.
Yeah.
Now I haven't seen one for over a month. Not a single Chinese coach for over a month. So yeah, tourism is definitely taking a hit.
I think that guy said 2 years empty. I think he's going to good chance have 3 years empty.
Yeah, that's what I told him when I walked away and said I'm not putting it on my channel.
Cerebral aptitude, 95% excited, 5% nervous. Been coming since 2005, but early retirement is not a game. Oh, listen, don't even worry about the 5%. Nothing to be nervous about. You're going to love it here.
Yeah.
It's and the only thing you're going to say, Cerebral, I should have did this 5 years sooner.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to tell you a story, Cerebral. When Brooke and I were living in the Philippines, I said to him, Brooke, I've had enough. I can't stay in the Philippines any longer. It's not for me. I'm going back to Thailand, whether you're coming or not. I am going to Thailand with or without you. I don't care. And Brooke was like, oh, you're sort of my number one friend here, and I don't want to lose you. He said, show me Thailand. Let's watch some YouTube videos. So we did. And when we got out here, he decided to come with me. He says, oh, yeah, it's ticking a lot of the boxes for him. I would say he was 70% excited, 30% nervous. And after 2 weeks of living here, less than that, it was about a week of living here. He said, Cooper, this is the life. He said, I should have followed you sooner.
Yeah.
We should have done this a lot sooner.
I'm still glad I went to Philippines because that was the reason I went, to find my last love, and I did. But we're here, and both of us aren't leaving. We love it here. So it's just a little more what I was looking for in a Western style lifestyle, but at an affordable price. I'm paying 20% of what I would in the West. I used to winter in Florida. Hey, it's like winter or like Florida weather all year round here. So
yeah. And it's very Americanized here, very Westernized and Europeanized as well. And what I'm finding is the people that come to Thailand and first and then go for a vacation in the Philippines, it's just that, a vacation.
Yeah.
They're like, there's no way I'm making this a staycation. I'm getting back to Thailand. And the people that go to the Philippines first, they tend to last on average 3 to 6 months. It's great to go as a tourist. You're like, okay, oh, yeah, this ain't so bad. It's very cheap. But it's a completely different game between going there as a tourist and living there.
Well, in my case, I've talked to Coop about this. I think I got misled by some of the vloggers in the Philippines as to what to expect, the lifestyle, where I know here, and especially with your channel, it's the straight goods. Yeah. It's factual. And hey, we're living the life to prove it. So yeah, it's not, there's no one that watches your channel and makes a decision to come here. And some already have, guys, trust me, are disappointed.
Yeah.
None of them.
Well, what you find with the Philippine vloggers is they all show you the prices of property. And
they are cheap.
Yeah, but they are cheap, but they're comparable to Thailand properties. In some cases, they're even more expensive than Thailand properties out here in Jomtien and Pattaya. And what I find is the vloggers over in the Philippines never show you the food that's available to buy. And that's what turns a lot of people off.
I wouldn't touch the street food over there.
No.
Here, I can't wait to buy it every day.
Yeah. So about being 5% nervous, that's going to go away after about 72 hours of being here. Yeah, you're going to be like, I love it.
The Music Sanctuary. Thanks for the info, Brooke. Unfortunately, I still get my T4s via snail mail and file myself yearly. I will have to look at setting up an accountant and everything electronically well before leaving. I mean, if it's the T4s are coming from obviously your company, just talk to your accountant and maybe mail them to him. or if there's a family member back there, she could do it. But if the accountant would accept them, they open the mail, comes to their, his firm. Oh yeah, that's for, Music Sanctuary. We'll put it in his file, and then they've got it. So yeah, you'll get around that. Brian P. Hi, Cooper and Brooke, and all the views.
And thank you for that, Brian. Much appreciated. Another one coming out here soon.
Les Brown, I read no double taxation. Yeah,
that is standard. Absolutely correct. So that's why they're going to have to relook into the law.
Here's Wendy, Dennis and Wendy here. Hi, feel like I've been missing in action. Hope you guys are doing well. All well.
And we know you're doing well too, because you bought into MicroStrategy. So you're smiling all the way to the moon. And thank you for coming on and joining us. Looking forward to meeting you and Dennis in February.
Lost Boy, thanks for the tax explanation. I will sleep better now. When the live stream is over, of course. Back to bed.
Yeah, please stay to the end if you can.
Brian P. Hey, Coop, on the topic of finance, UK has just pushed through a law giving the government access to the bank accounts of pensioners. Wow. That's something. I didn't know that.
Why would the UK government need access to the bank accounts of pensioners?
Who knows? Maybe they want to access them directly for the deposits. I don't know.
I think what it is, how much income that you have, how much that you have in savings in your bank. Because I know for if you're unemployed and you have over a certain threshold of income, you don't get unemployment money. So maybe there is such a thing as in England as that you don't get pension money from the state if you have over a certain threshold in your account. So maybe they're doing it that way.
Well.
And it might be good because the rich are getting pensions too, state pensions, and they could have millions in their bank and they're getting state pensions. Well, the state pensions were designed for the poor.
Yeah.
And the middle class, not for the super wealthy. And they're able to get it, just like they're able to get in England. There's a scheme that they have. If you have a child, then you get so much money from the UK government to help pay for the schooling and stuff like that, and school meals and various other things. Well, the rich also get that. Yep. Why? They don't need it. Take it away from them and give it to the people that really need it, and you can boost that amount that they get. I think it's only like £25 a week. It's really small. It's not a lot of money per child. Whereas they could boost that up if they took it away from the from the wealthy and the rich. To probably £100 a week can really make a difference because nursery schools and stuff like that in England are pretty expensive.
I know in Canada, we pay into Canada Pension Plan. Well, they can't touch that. That's what we paid into. So we're guaranteed that going forward. But with the old age pension, if you hit a certain threshold of income, you start to get that pension reduced. So,
right.
And that happened to my mother one time, for a year or two. At a property sale, and had a capital gain, filed it, and all of a sudden the next year, why is my pension dropped? You know what I mean? It was because of that issue. So yeah, he was ticked.
And he says, "Big Brother spying on us." Yeah, that sounds about right. Get yourself over to Thailand, brother.
Brian
Get away from
that.
that.
Hey, Coop, on the. No, we already had that one.
Yeah, he's put it up twice for some reason.
You clicked it twice, maybe.
Nope.
Okay.
It's there twice in the comments. Big Brothers. He's done it twice again. Yeah.
Tom Harvey, your recommendation for the condo agent, please.
Is Nung. She is the one that I use in Jeeb. If you want, Tom, just send us an email and we will forward your email to them. They asked us, please don't put our details out on the channel as before. When they've done it before, what happens is they just get inundated with calls and emails and they're unable to get their work done.
Right.
So those that are seriously interested and coming soon, okay, they're happy with that, no problem. But Jeeb was getting emails and phone calls and stuff like that because I put her details out on one of our earlier videos. And for people that want to come out in 3 years' time,
3. Yeah.
I'd like a condo in 3 years, and I really like the 1-bedroom that Brooke
What do you
Cooper's
recommend?
staying in. Can I reserve one for 3 years down the line? And people were doing that. Honestly,
well, that's
she
thinking
showed
ahead,
me,
isn't it?
you know, and she's like, "Do you know who these people are?" I said, "No, they're not subscribers of mine, and they've never come on the live chat. They've never left a comment. They just watched the video."
Yeah.
You know, and she was like, "Cooper, you know, my email inbox is full. Please don't put my details out anymore." So I said, "Okay, I'll get them to email me, and then I'll forward it
Smart.
to you for those that are coming out in the very near future." So, Tom, if that's what you want to do, no problem. Send us an email. You'll see it in the banner down below. Cooper Tie Adventure, plural, at gmail.com. And I'll be more than happy to forward your details over. Just let us know what you're looking for, your budget, and when you're coming. And then we'll forward that to the agent. If you're looking at a year out, it's too early to get in touch with us. But if you're looking at coming out in the next sort of 3 months, yeah, drop us an email.
The Buddy Show worldwide in Pattaya, Thailand. Good morning, gentlemen. I'll be at the birthday night out. I also watch Retired Working for You. Time to move back to Bali. Well,
is that what he's saying? He wants to move back to Bali? Question mark. He's an excellent YouTuber.
You're going to Bali on your cruise.
I am going to Bali on the cruise.
Let me know what it's like.
I've always wanted to go and look. And it was one of the top of the list of destinations to retire to. Philippines,
I've heard
Thailand, and Bali.
In Bali itself, but
well,
Indonesia's not necessarily. But
what we fell in love with is we fell in love with the Bali villas. They all have private swimming pools, and that's what we fell in love with. And it's similar to the price of what we're paying here for this 2-bedroom right now. So it's not much difference.
Okay.
But the only drawback for me was at the time we were looking into it, I was 53 years old, and you got to be 55 to get a retirement visa in Bali.
Okay.
And they have a set income that you need to make per year. And I don't think I met that threshold either. So.
Well, I'm only 49, so I wouldn't qualify.
Yeah. So, buddy, great to
we'll
see you again.
Birthday party.
At Darlene's birthday party next week on Wednesday. Looking forward to it, buddy.
The Poor Man's Passport Guide. Are you affected by the air pollution? I have strong allergies.
No, the air pollution tends to be up in Chiang Mai and Bangkok during the burning season. Some people have said that they've experienced it here last year. And some people say that it didn't bother them at all last year. But we only had it, I think they said it was like 3 to 5 days. Whereas up there in Chiang Mai and Bangkok, they had it for a couple of months.
What have we been here? 8 months now? I haven't noticed any
difference in air quality.
None.
Not one.
Yeah. Market Focus. Hello, fellow vets in Pattaya. Just to let you know, the Veterans First Clinic officially opens on December 12th.
Oh, wow. That's absolutely great.
And in Pattaya, that would be.
Yeah, for veterans. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you for letting me know. I'm surprised I didn't get an email from the VFW because I'm a member of the VFW here in Thailand.
Oh, maybe it went to junk mail.
Yeah, it may have done. I'll have to check my junk folder. Thank you for that.
Yeah, thanks. Black Ops. People just need to come out here. If they don't like it, they can always go home.
Yeah, and how many people have we met, Al, that has done just like that? Gone home and said, nope, Thailand's not for me.
I haven't met anyone. In fact, it's been the opposite. I've had people come here just looking. When they going back, they're selling, man. They're coming back.
They say, I'm going home. I'm selling. I'm coming back here.
Well,
this is exactly what I'm looking for.
The value here, the sunshine, the weather, the food, and the prices and the accommodations are nice. And
the low crime rate, the beaches, everything else. And how cheap it is here, even to live in the high season. Yeah, it is still a lot cheaper than the West. Yeah, and that's what a lot of people are liking about Thailand.
Black Ops related to state pensions.
Yeah.
Michael S. Looking forward to meeting you all. Doing Panama Canal cruise next week. Then come home, sell car, and head to Jomtien to retire here. Thanks for all you do. Well, good to meet you, Mike.
And you're doing a Panama Canal cruise. I hope you enjoy that. Darlene and I are doing an Asian cruise, and we're going on the 22nd, so not far now.
And that'll be your first time Vietnam and
Bali
and Singapore. Yeah, it's going to be.
I've never been to any of those countries, so it's going to be ticking some off the bucket list of places that I want to see in Asia. And it's American Cruise Line, and it's coming to Bangkok, and we're sailing directly from Bangkok. So it's the first time that they're doing this Asian tour, and absolutely fantastic. We don't have to fly out to California or Florida to get the cruise ship.
No,
it's coming directly to us. So plus in my opinion.
Nice that you can sail out of Bangkok.
That's fantastic. Yeah.
The Buddy Show Worldwide. I lived on the east coast of Bali and Sanur for 6 months. Oh, interesting.
Okay, so let us know what it was like there, Bali, buddy. Pick your brain on the 13th when you come up to me to see us for Darlene's birthday party. I'd like to ask you, I'm sure Darlene and I would like to ask you quite a few questions about Bali.
I've heard good stories about Indonesia and as well Malaysia. Bobby was there and loved it. And Vietnam, the guy at the old Laguna there, he was speaking highly of Vietnam.
Yeah, they like Vietnam.
He said if he wasn't having to work in Thailand, he'd go back to Vietnam. But anyways, everyone's different. I haven't been there, so I can't.
I haven't been there either, but it's somewhere that really, I want to go. I want to try the Vietnamese food. Everybody says try the food. It's really good in Vietnam, like it is in Thailand. So I'm looking forward to go over there and try something that I haven't had. The local the local Vietnamese dishes. I'm really looking forward to trying that. And, we're going to be there for 2 days. We're going to be in Ho Chi Minh City and Hanoi. So we'll have time to look around a little bit and see what it's like. But we're going to be videoing the whole thing
videos
and show you on our travels. And I'm even looking forward to going on the slot machines on the cruise ship because they're all American slot machines.
Right.
When we went to Laos to do our border run for our visa extension for the girls, we stayed at a casino hotel.
Yes.
And I did not understand those casino machines, the slot machines. I'm putting money in there and I'm like, I don't understand.
No.
And no, not for me. I thought, no, these Asian machines, I don't like them at all. They're not for me. But I'm really looking forward to going on the American one because it's got all the machines that I like. Go Buffaloes!
I sit down for one hand of Caribbean stud poker.
Really?
I won't forget
never heard
this
of that.
Because of what happened. And I got dealt 2 aces down. Oh,
wow.
I'm in for a big win here, eh?
Yeah.
And, Jesus, I lose to 3 kings with a dealer.
Oh, no.
I think she pulled two kings on the flop. Oh, my God. That's it. I got up, walked away. That was it. I was done. Bad luck. The Buddy Show Worldwide. Burning season sucked last year, but truly it only lasts for a few weeks. A few weeks is a long time. If the air quality is no good, I wouldn't want to be around there for that.
Well, I spoke to James, who was here during burning season last year, and he said it wasn't that bad. He says it was a little bit smoggy out, but he said it only lasted like a couple of days.
No, yeah. But Chiang Mai, you wouldn't want to be up there.
Chiang Mai, no, that's terrible.
Now, in Udon Thani, were you affected at all?
Not at all.
Not at all. Okay,
not at all.
Enough
because it's far east.
Gotcha.
Wasn't affected, and the winds sort of go southwards.
Hey, guys, hit the like and subscribe before I forget.
There you go. Yes, please.
Seems to help the channel. Burned. Morning and hello from China. Wow, got my VPN back to work. Coming over for Songkran. Already counting and hope to meet you guys.
And it'd be absolutely excellent for you to come meet us, Burned. Songkran is the month of April, and it's the Thai New Year. It normally goes on for 2 weeks, but somebody said it in the live chat Saturday that they read that it's going to be for 4 weeks.
This
Songkran next year.
What's the occasion? Just
I don't know.
No,
I don't know.
King's birthday or something?
No, the birthday was just yesterday.
Okay.
King's birthday, by the way, and that was Father's Day in Thailand. So whenever the King's birthday is Father's Day in Thailand, and that was just yesterday.
Michael S. Vietnam does have great food. Cheap clothes at outdoor markets in Ho Chi Minh City.
Wow. Yeah, I'm looking forward to going to Ho Chi Minh City. Never been. Like I said, never been to Vietnam. I'd like to see what the markets are like. And I think one of the excursions from the ship is to go to the markets. So that'll be fantastic. See what they're like compared to the Thai ones.
Hanoi as well, don't you?
Yes.
So you see both. Wow.
We'll see both.
Yep.
Yeah. And there's also a big Vietnam War Memorial museum there in Hanoi that I'd really love to go see because my dad was in Vietnam.
Okay.
So I'd really like to go see that War Memorial Museum.
Be interesting.
Really
do
looking forward to
that too.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting, I think. Yeah.
And let's keep the comments coming. We're out of comments right now. There's no more to pop up. So it's up for you to do some chit chat.
What's Bitcoin doing? 44, 154.
So it is still way up. It is 5.32% up today.
Up and to the right.
Yeah.
Well,
so it is still skyrocketing.
And that's a good store of value going forward, is why we're looking at it.
Yeah, it's up $2,230 in the last since midnight.
Well, and the greed index dropped to 72 from 74.
75 it was at. Yeah. So it's hanging in there.
Price is going up and the greed
and it's staying well over 44,000.
Yeah.
So that is definitely a plus, and that is for us the start of the bull run.
Yeah. The Buddy Show worldwide in Pattaya. I spent 3 days in Ho Chi Minh. Really busy, but a lovely place. Po and Bon Mi Mill.
Po and Bon Mi.
What is that?
I have no idea. I've never been there, but I'm really looking forward to go. I wonder how easy it is for the English language. But we're going actually on a tour with a cruise ship. So with that, there's going to be a tour guide. I'm sure it's going to be able to translate.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Wendy, how are the thunderstorms, especially being above the 10th floor?
I don't know. I'm on the 8th floor. No, but the thunderstorms, we get them, but they're not all that bad. You hear the thunder and you see the lightning, but it tends to be over the ocean.
Yeah.
I haven't seen very many, if any, over land since we've been here.
I've heard the thunder, but when it does thunder, say you got a thunderstorm, I've noticed it doesn't last long.
No,
you can be over in 5-10 minutes, and you think, "Wow, this is a downpour. I wonder how long it's going to be all day."
Yeah.
10 minutes later, and then 10 minutes after that, everything's dry. You don't even know the pavement was.
Because I said to Brooke when we were in the Philippines, I said, "Look, it's completely different Thailand than the Philippines." I said, in Philippines, it'll rain all day.
All day, yeah.
All day long, heavy rain. I said, in Thailand, it's completely different. It'll rain for less than an hour, and then it's beautiful sunshine, the clouds clear, and the roads are dry.
Yeah.
And I think he sort of took that with a pinch of salt. But when we got here and we had our first rains, and our second rains, and our third rains, he then came up to me and said, "Hey, Coop, everything you said about Thailand is absolutely true. The rain he says it lasts anywhere from 10 minutes to an hour. And then it's beautiful sunshine for the rest of the day."
Yep. No, it's all it was made up to be by Cooper.
The
Buddy Show.
Illustrate.
I want to chat a little on Wednesday about buying some Bitcoin. Hey, no worries. Yeah, we'll definitely.
Yeah, we'll be there. Yeah, we will definitely. Of course, we're going to be there. If I wasn't there, my wife would kill me. We're not turning up to our own birthday party. But yeah, we will be there, and you're more than welcome to, buddy. Come on over and have a chat with us. And by the way, I've been asked on Saturday when we're there and we'll do the meet and greet for Darlene's birthday. Please do a live stream at the same time. So I'm going to be taking this laptop that I'm talking to you on right now, and we're going to be live streaming it. So for those of you that cannot come out to the meet and greet because you're not in Thailand or you're in other areas of Thailand, you will be able to watch it live as it's happening and see all of our wonderful subscribers that are coming out.
Doing that.
However, we are going to get penalized from YouTube for doing it.
Okay.
And the reason we're going to be penalized is
because the music in the background. I got you. Yeah.
And there's no way during a live stream to edit that out. So it's going to be picking up all the music, and YouTube is going to demonetize us for that one video.
Hey, it's only one birthday a year, so
yeah. So for that video,
bite the bullet.
Maybe for a week or two afterwards, they can punish you up to that much. They will stop any revenue coming from your channel, and they'll pay it as royalties to the various artists that the DJ.
But only on that video views, right?
No, they can do it up to 2 weeks afterwards.
But on that video only, or all your videos?
All your videos for the next 2 videos.
No, that's not right.
Yep. So they can do it. And so we're going to lose money on that. But you know what? It's for the subscribers.
Okay.
And I told Darlene, I don't care. If YouTube doesn't want to pay us for 2 weeks, so what? I don't give a shit. You know, I care more about our subscribers and that they can, if they're not there with us, they can still be there with us, if you know what I mean. And we'll be doing a live stream.
Don't you worry, I'll buy you a hot dog.
Thank you. That'll
Oh no, the food's free. Sorry. I'll buy you a beer.
There you go.
Chrissy, Bitcoin just went over 44K.
Yeah, it is at 44.59, 65, 75, and still going strong. Yep, it is doing fantastic. Bitcoin, Tom.
It's never too late to get in, Chris. Never too late.
Do you have any Bitcoin? Let us know in the comments down below.
Tom York, the bot is doing a lot of ups and downs this past week, maybe because the dollar took a hit. Yeah, it's everything kind of world currencies I find are geared to the US dollar. Yeah. So if the dollar strengthens, you know, you'll see the, you know, your value, you get more bought, right? But if the dollar weakens, you're going to get less bought. So one thing, if you do have the Wise card, guys, and I just found that out when I did the research on Wise, I had the Wise card 2 years before I knew this. I get daily updates on what the exchange rate for the bot is in US and Canadian, because I have accounts in both. And that's kind of an interesting thing, because I'll see that, you know, on my messages, oh, geez, it's at, you know, 35.9 on the US. Oh, bingo. You know, I might just throw $1,000 on it, because with the updates daily, you kind of follow it without having to go physically check all the time, or the time you want to exchange it. So think about doing that.
Yeah, the dollar is taking a little bit of a hit, not much, against the bot. The bot is still at an all-time 10-year high against the dollar.
Okay.
So you're getting a fantastic exchange rate if you're changing dollar into bot right now. Okay. It is at an all-time high. It used to be, when I first was coming to Thailand, $30 to the bot, and that's what they sort of 30 baht to the dollar. And that's what 35. And now you're at 34, 35. So yeah, it is a fantastic increase.
I'll tell you the one thing, when I did that, you know, updates daily, you know, on the, you know, notifications, geez, it hit 37. I jumped the bot, because 37, you know, didn't last. I think it was only a day at that rate, but The Buddy Show. Pho is Vietnamese noodle soup.
Oh.
Banh Mi is a sandwich. Must try.
Must try. Okay, Darlene's on here. Babe, make a note of that. Take a screenshot of what Buddy just said. Pho is a noodle soup that we got to try, and banh mi is a sandwich. Also, must try.
Les Brown from the band Well Renowned.
Yeah.
The pet hospital doesn't have an email. I never made an international call from US. How to do it?
+66 is the number for Thailand.
Okay.
But what I would do if you're making an international call from the US is I'd do one of two things. I would either buy WhatsApp credit, or I would buy Skype credit. And you can also do Viber credit. And what it does is it makes your call a lot cheaper than calling from your landline or your cell number. You can, if you don't have those apps, you can download them and you can put credit on them. Skype's one of the best. That's the one we use. And James needed to call Australia because he got locked out of his Australian bank account when he first tried to buy some Bitcoin last week because they saw it as an unusual transaction. Okay. So he called them, and he was on waiting in a queue for like 30 minutes. He said it was 650 baht. He got through and then got caught off.
$18.
Well, that's about $18, $20. Yeah. Anyways, I then said to him the next day when he was with us, I said, James, download Skype app, put $10 on there only. And he did, and he was on there for an hour, and it only cost him $4. So big difference. And that's what I would recommend, Les, doing one of those.
Patty DeLargy, good luck with your Bitcoin. Sounds a bit like the Emperor's New Clothes to me, though. P.S. I know nothing. Well, I was just going to say, maybe you need to do a little more research. And for any subscriber out there, if you do want to learn a basic layman's terms introduction to Bitcoin, there's a terrific interview by Tucker Carlson with Michael Saylor. It's on YouTube. It's about an hour. but it's in layman's terms. It's not the
Explains
words,
it all
the
to you.
legalese you wouldn't understand if a lawyer was doing it. Yeah, and it gives a great explanation of not only what Bitcoin is, what money is, as well as what inflation is.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of reasons you'll see, common sense reasons why you should look at Bitcoin, or at least hopefully it'll get you more interested in doing further research. Again, the more research you do into it, I found the more, because I used to think, hey, this thing's a scam. What do you mean there's nothing there physically to hold or put away? But the more I looked into it, the more I realized, you know, the more research you do, you become more comfortable, meaning you don't mind investing. And when it is volatile, you're sleeping still at night because you know where it's going to end up.
Yep, absolutely agree.
Up and to the right.
Patty definitely watched that video. Brooke said, I watched it and it was fantastic. It's what convinced me.
I've watched that maybe 3-4 times already, and I always glean something. Oh yeah, that was, Les Brown. Remember Buddy the parrot? He can speak 200 words, sentences, and has cognitive ability.
Yeah, and there's also Einstein the parrot. If you look on YouTube, there's a parrot called Einstein. He's an African gray. My God, that parrot is phenomenal.
Oh, really?
Absolutely phenomenal in all the words it knows. Yeah. And my wife says, we will just not monetize it. It will be okay. And hopefully it will. I have no idea. When we did our live stream on my birthday, a lot of people send in super thanks to be able to, buy us a drink or something for my birthday. I don't know if we got music playing, those that send in super thanks, whether they'll be taking the revenue from that because we're playing copyrighted music. So that's something that we might have to look into. And those that may want to send Darlene super thanks for her birthday, maybe they can do it on one of our other videos and not during that live stream.
Yeah, that might be an idea.
Yeah, because it wouldn't get through to her.
Dennis L. Hey, gentlemen, where did y'all meet and how long you have been friends? I met him just 3 days ago.
Yeah.
But I liked him from the day I met him.
Yeah.
How long ago did we meet? God, it's got to be going back 2 years now.
2 years now.
Over 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years.
So I had originally, I think I met you at the first time at that vloggers meet and greet.
Well, we had actually spoke while you were in Canada and I was in Kuwait. Before either one of us went to the Philippines.
Oh, yeah.
And it was through the YouTube vlogger that we naively followed.
Yeah, what an idiot.
What an idiot he was. And you and I were making comments on his video, and you said, hey, Cooper, it'd be great to talk to you in person. And I said the same. And then the YouTube vlogger, well, I'm not going to put his name out. He's such an idiot. Said, you know what? I'll send you each other's details after this live stream. And he did. And we spoke about 3 months before I went out there.
That guy did that.
Yeah. And you ended up moving into the same complex I did because I tested the waters and I told you what it was like. And you said, yeah, I want to do the same.
The rentals in the Philippines, and I rented a bungalow to start, there's nothing in it. Like I had to put the air cons, the refrigerator, the sofa, the bed. Oh my God, it was.
And that's one of the things you're going to find about the Philippines. That when you rent a place, it's a shell.
Yeah.
The only thing you're going to have is a kitchen and a toilet.
Yep.
As far as furniture, air con, hot water, if you want that, you got to put that in yourself.
Extra. Yeah.
Cable TV, Wi-Fi. They don't have any of that. You've got to get that all put in yourself. It's very, very few that you can find rented and already have Wi-Fi provided with aircon.
You'd have to find,
but it is rare.
That's been there. Maybe he's leaving, then the stuff would be there.
Yeah,
but no.
Yeah, they give it to you as a shell, and you have to put it in yourself. So
totally different here, guys. You're going to get over at least like this at Grand Park. It's like a 5-star. You walk in, everything you need's there. And the internet works, and the aircon works, and the washing machine's on the balcony, so Jackie's tickled pink. And
they just really custom Thailand to expats.
Yeah,
and make their life as comfortable as possible. When you come here, only thing you need to bring with you is a suitcase
and a small one because the clothes are cheap as dirt.
Yes, and I found them up to 7XL out here, which is absolutely great. That suits most people's needs. And the guy that makes my Hello Tubers YouTube shirt here, he can make it up to 20XL. So absolutely fantastic. Any size you are, you can find the
What
clothes.
What is that? You're on there about an 8?
No, yours is an 8. Mine is a
Mine is
3XL.
not an 8, it's a 6.
So no, mine is a 3XL, and yeah, they're very nice, comfortable shirts. I absolutely love them. And Thailand gets the 5 pluses from me because it's got everything there. When you move here, you're gonna find you got pots and pans, cutlery,
that's nice.
mugs, everything like that. Knives and forks. You're not going to need anything. There's sheets on the bed, pillows, blankets, all that, aircon, TVs. In the Philippines, that's a rarity to find. It really is a rarity.
I remember, I said to Deeb, I said, there's no kettle in there. Is there, where would you recommend to go? Oh, go to Index, just bring us a receipt, we'll pay.
Yeah.
Well, that shocked me.
Exactly. That is really great customer service here
in the Philippines.
In Thailand, yeah.
Tommy Lee, look at that smile. Come on, guys. 57 watching, 27 likes. Hit the like button.
Yes, sir, Tommy. And there you go. He's put it out to everybody. Please hit the thumbs up if you're watching the live stream. 57 people on here watching. Yes, please. Much appreciated. My wife says Brooke and Cooper has a bet. Yeah, expire at 12 a.m. end of December, 12 midnight, honey. Whoever wins buy a beer, of course, it's over Bitcoin. And yes, we do have a bet. I've said to Brooke Schneider that let's have a gentleman. What's your prediction for Bitcoin? And he said, what's yours? I said, well, I think it's going to hit 50,000 by the end of December. I said, what's your prediction? I said, just as a gentleman's bet here. He says, I think it's going to hit 70,000. I said, okay, whoever loses has to buy the other one a coffee at our favorite coffee shop here in Thailand, Amazon Coffee. And Brooke says, well, let's make it a little bit more interesting. I owe you a beer. So we'll make the bet a coffee and a beer. If you lose, you have to get me a coffee and 2 beers. If I lose, I only have to buy you a coffee because you already owe me a beer.
Correct.
So that is our bet. And my wife is absolutely right. See who's closest, whether it's going to hit 50 or 70,000 by the end of the month. And the way it goes looking, I think I'm going to lose this bet because it's at 44,043 as we speak. So, and it is
if either one of us wins that bet, we'll both
be very happy to buy the other.
The reason
coffee.
I still own that beer, it was placed on a bet at Rumors on a pool game. We have not been back to Rumors for some reason. I don't even know why we haven't been back, but
because I beat you.
Well, no, there's too much to do here.
Yeah, you've been beating me for weeks and weeks and weeks at Rumors, and I had a great day, and I ended up beating you. So you owe me a beer.
Probably be a little rusty now.
For once in about 20 games, I finally beat Brooke Schneider. He's very good at pool. He's a little bit of a hustler. He'll never tell you that. No, boy, he is. No.
Lost Boy, I loaded my Wise up with bot when bot was 37. Bingo.
Smart man.
Yeah, that was good.
Smart
idea. I took some too that day.
Yeah, and
I think it was only a day. It was at 37 though.
Yeah, and then you have that on there for as long as you have the Wise card.
Oh yeah, you just keep it in the account.
So plus there, definitely.
Market Focus. Hey Coop, can we send requests for Darlene to sing at the event? I have a few Whitney Houston songs in mind. Absolutely.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. You can request them. Whether she sings them or not is a different story, but you're more than welcome to request them. Yeah, definitely. And like I said, we're going to be live streaming it so you guys can watch it. I'll have the laptop here facing me, and Darlene will be on the stage behind me, so you'll be able to see her because I'll move out the way. So I'll sort of be sitting at the side over like this. So you guys can watch Darlene sing, and I'll be answering the comments.
Oh, that's nice. Isn't that technology wild?
And then I'll get some of our subscribers to come on camera and say hello to you.
I'm going to have you guys kids can meet some watch from the West.
Yeah.
See everybody.
So those are there. You want to come on YouTube and say hello to everybody out there in YouTube land, you're more than welcome.
The Poor Man's Passport Guide. Do you wear hats or carry umbrellas for sun protection?
Hats.
The odd umbrella, but and it's ties, you know, that would do it. In the Philippines, the Filipinas, all kinds of umbrellas on a sunny day.
Yeah, I wear my army hat, and you wear your.
I wear a hat, Bitcoin hat.
Yep. So I'm always wearing my
just
Army
a good
hat.
idea. You know, sun's radiation, and the less you get, the better.
But when we went out on this jet ski, as you can see from the camera, I got sunburnt. That's why my face is red. I didn't realize it. It just felt so cool on the jet ski. You don't realize the UV coming out from the sun.
Well, you know, I was on James. James was kind enough to take me out to Monkey Island and back. So, you know, what are you, 15 minutes out, 15 minutes back?
Yeah, about that.
And I'm out there, and I'm starting to feel warm, and I got another 15 minutes to get back. And I don't wear a hat because you're going to lose it in the wind, right? And you don't notice it because the wind's hitting you on the way out, you know. But yeah, I was glad I got back. And
I lost my hat several times on the jet ski,
you lost more than that when you tipped it.
But luckily, what happened is it floats. So I was able to double back and pick up my hat and then put it back on. It was wet, cooled my head down, and kept going. So I lost it a couple of times due to the wind.
Andy Stress Kid. Hi, guys. Running late from work tonight. My lovely bride, Wendy, holding down the fort. Oh,
and thank you for joining us, Brian. Much appreciated. Better known as Anti-Stress Kid, Wendy's husband. Much appreciated.
Chris E., my bag is 4.5 Bitcoin, and 3 of them are in my Roth IRA.
Wow.
Well, that's good. You get one coin, you're set, apparently, for life long term. So
4.5 good Bitcoin is a very good savings amount. Especially because they're saying that the possibility is out there. So many countries want to adopt Bitcoin now, and quite a few of them already have.
Yep.
The option is out there that they're predicting it's going to go anywhere from 300,000 to 1 million in the next before 2030.
Yeah.
Yeah. At the low end, 300,000. At the high end, 1 million. So it'd be fantastic if it does. I will be able to forward one of those mansions that I had on my YouTube channel that we filmed, and maybe I'll buy one. Who knows? See how high it goes. But yeah, Brooke and I have discussed that. What will we do if Bitcoin hits $1 million a coin? We both said we'd buy a pool villa here in Thailand and just do the company name thing that we would do. You know, we would take the risk and do it.
Good to have dreams. Les Brown, Einstein died.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, the parrot.
Einstein, the parrot, he did. He died. But he was fantastic. I love that parrot.
Some of them lived to be quite old.
Yeah, African greys can live up to 50 years.
Yeah, bingo.
Yeah, so they get a long life.
Any stress kit, do ya?
Do ya?
Les Brown, been lazy about getting Buddy on YouTube. More Buddy. Derek C. In Vietnam, you have to try Vietnamese egg coffee. They're famous for it, and it's the best coffee you ever try. Wow.
Egg in my coffee?
I get a little worried about that. I've heard of putting butter in coffee, but not eggs.
I wouldn't even put butter in coffee. I wouldn't like the oily taste on my lips.
Yeah.
But egg in coffee.
I tried it once. It was okay.
Is that one of those pregnancy things?
What's that?
Egg and coffee. My ex-wife, she had a thing for craving when she was pregnant. She would have cheese on toast with pickles and ketchup, and that's what she had a craving for when she was pregnant.
Must be a Thai dish.
And chocolate and ketchup.
Oh no!
Dipping a chocolate bar in ketchup.
Oh no!
While she was pregnant, that was her number one craving. So women go through some weird and wonderful cravings when they are pregnant. So maybe egg coffee was one of those things, and maybe the guys thought, this ain't too bad, and tried it themselves. I'll have to look out for that. Egg coffee, okay.
The Buddy Show Worldwide. Is Palmy's in the bar complex near Rompo Market?
Inside Rompo Market. Yes, it is, buddy. And on our Facebook group, for those that haven't joined our Facebook group, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe, and then you can join the Facebook group. If you don't, you'll be denied. It is only for subscribers, and we have to do it that way to keep all the bots out and keep people from being harassed. We do have families on there with kids and also single women, and we have to protect everybody on there. So we made it for subscribers only. Buddy, we put the link on there in the community on our Facebook group, and with the directions of where it is. A lot
of great information, a lot of interaction, a lot of networking there, and you know,
over 700 members.
Any of the outings are always on there. So.
And again, it's free of charge. There's absolutely zero charge to join it if you guys want to join it. And it's fantastic. You got the live chat where you can talk to other members and they will give you answers on their experiences here in Thailand, because we have over 130 people here now.
Yep.
So
Good.
fantastic.
Any stress kit? Do you see many folks practicing Tai Chi on the beach, or is it strictly held inside?
Never seen it on the beach.
I've seen it once.
Have you?
Yeah, but not a lot. There was only about 6 people doing it, but that's the only time I saw it. So
oh, wow. Okay.
Probably it's inside, I guess.
They probably are doing it on the beach.
Popular. The Buddy Show worldwide. Not much Tai Chi in Thailand.
There are groups that do Tai Chi out here. I know there's an expat group that does it.
Okay.
So I don't know where they do it. I've just been told that they do it. And
I know there's yoga groups.
Yeah, yoga groups. There's also one for Alcoholics Anonymous, all run by expats for expats. So there's quite a lot of groups out here, that are supporting the expats out here. And that's why I built the community, to get everybody involved. You'll find something for everybody out here in Thailand.
Well done, Junior. Anti-stress kit for pure tourism. Are there many Americans and Western Europeans, or are they limited in numbers? For pure tour, there's a lot of
Europeans here.
Yeah.
You got quite a few Australian community out here, quite a few British community.
Americans.
Americans are getting up in numbers now.
Got some token Canadians.
Got a couple token Canucks, as Brooke likes to call them. So yeah, we got all different nationalities out here in our community, and it's fantastic. We got one guy, he's Iranian, and he's a pop singer in Iran.
Yeah,
he's very big in
Norwegians.
Iran. And we got Norwegians, we got Germans, we got Dutch, we got New Zealand people here. So yeah, absolutely fantastic. And we even got an African here, so and he's enjoying it.
Namibia.
Yeah, Namibia. Yeah. So really good group of people out here.
Scott Richmond, hello all. When and where can I research what medical plans would cover my medication? Can I do it from the States, or should I wait until I travel there this spring? You could do a preliminary from the States, I would think.
Yeah.
Pacific Cross.
Pacific Cross is the one that we use and recommend. It's by far the cheapest and the best option here. Yeah. Well, not the cheapest, but very close to the cheapest.
Yeah, but it is good.
But the cover here is fantastic. Yeah. So that is the one that we use, Scott. And if you're going to get medical insurance and you want to retire out here, get it for Thailand only.
Yeah.
Don't get it for any other countries if your plan is to retire here in Thailand. Why? Why would you have the U.S. on there or Europe on there if you're not going to Europe or the U.S.? You're just paying an extra premium to have those countries on there that you're never going to use.
If you start your search, Scott, with, Google Thailand medical plans for expats, something like that, you'll start to see a list, and then you just go through those and start to read the fine print, what they're covered. Typically, you don't need outpatient here. Just do an inpatient coverage. Most people do that are expats. And I wouldn't worry a lot about the medications because they are so cheap. Some plans maybe cover, some don't, but it's not a big issue, I wouldn't say, depending on what you need that way.
Yeah, I find the medication out here 70 to 80% cheaper than the West.
I agree.
70 to 80%. It's so dang cheap for medication. My diabetic medication was running me $60 a month, bro.
Oh, yeah.
$60 a month here in Thailand. In the West, it was over $500
okay,
a month.
You go. Yeah.
Big, huge difference in medication costs.
Yeah.
And exact same medication. No difference.
I have two here.
Same brand names.
Blood pressure and thyroid, and I think my total is less than $10 in a month.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's
super, super cheap. And also with medical plans there, Scott, you can get Thailand only. And then later on, if you want to do some traveling around, you can get other countries added to it.
Or you can just
rather than have them all on there and then maybe not use it for 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
Or a couple years or whatever. And then only go maybe to one of these places once. You're better off just sticking with Thailand plan and then, getting travel insurance, in my opinion.
What we found, Scotty, as well, is that you'll see levels like 1 million, 3, 5, 10 million, whatever coverage and bought. And most people do the 3 million.
3 to 5.
3 to 5 is all you need. You don't need those, crazy price plans. Secondly, get them to quote you on like a 0 deductible, maybe a 100,000 baht deductible. There's different deductibles you can put. Mine's 40,000, so That's fine. Brought my premium down, but then my age was higher, so that's why I looked at that. And then thirdly, I would say look for the ones that pay the hospital directly. That's a better where you have a card, you simply show, oh yeah, we know them, good, they're good to go. Yep, you have no bill. To pay these guys and then have to recoup, I find, well, I wasn't interested in that. So,
yeah. And the only reason that we did the insurance for the inpatient instead of the outpatient is because outpatient is so cheap here in Thailand. You go to the hospital and you do the outpay and you don't have outpatient insurance. I mean, you went there several times and you're talking less than $100.
Oh yeah,
for most things.
It was right.
Yeah.
For most one time was 2,000 baht, so it was $60.
$60. Yeah. So it is super cheap, and that's going into the emergency and seeing the doctor. For things like bumps and scrapes and bruises
the dust up ahead of the bike accident.
You had bandages. You had an X-ray.
That was only $120, and that was the X-ray. That was 2 doctors checking you out, nurses there, the bandages, cleaning, everything,
and the medication,
and the exactly, and the medication.
It was $120.
$120 out the door.
Yeah,
and
fantastic.
Boy, are they quick and professional, and they're like super clean hospitals, state of the art.
Yeah.
I was so impressed, and that was at Bangkok Hospital in Pattaya.
Yeah. Now Bangkok Hospital is a chain name. It doesn't mean that it's in Bangkok. It's just a name of a hospital, and it's all over Thailand. And it's called Bangkok Hospital. Is one of the best in Thailand, if not the best.
Cerebral aptitude, nervous living liquid for 7 years until my social security. I will wait until 67. Hope to be fine with 75% in high yield savings and 25% invested. 400K is not rich, but I hope to be fine. You'll be fine.
Oh, you will.
Interest rates are high, so you should, you're locked in there.
Yeah,
a good yield.
Average single man here in Thailand lives on $1,000 to $1,500 a month.
I believe it.
Average.
Yeah,
and that's what I've worked out from all my subscribers that are here, and they're all living a good life, enjoying themselves on $1,000 to $1,500 a month. Providing you're not going to the bars and the go-go bars and paying for these girls
which
for
we
the
don't.
night.
Yeah.
That money is going to be absolutely fine for you.
Yeah.
You'll be able to go out and have fun. Just don't do it every damn night, and you'll be okay.
I'm around the 1,500.
And I'm around the 2,000.
I save a little bit. And Cooper's a little more.
Well, I've got YouTube, and we go out filming at different locations.
Yeah, you have more expenses.
I use quite a lot more gas.
I haven't given you any money for fuel, diesel, so
So yeah,
I owe you. Les Brown, when the bullishness on Bitcoin becomes extreme, the smart money sells. Don't forget it can consolidate for years. It has done that before. Yeah, typically on the past cycles, Les, you've seen 6 months before the halving is when to get in. 18 months after the halving is when to get out.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like your 2-year cycle on that. And then again, you'd be out for probably
3 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
Well, 2 say, and then you're 6 months before the next halving. And that's always been a proven winner. Now, is this time different? I think with the adoption going forward with the ETFs, I think if there's a winter, it'll be very short. I don't think you'll see a massive pullback. I mean, you had pullbacks up to 80% from peak in prior halvings, but I don't see that going forward personally, is my opinion now. But time will tell.
Yeah.
I think if you're in the case like I'm in, and hopefully Coop is going forward, we're long-term hodlers. We're not planning, at least I'm not planning on selling, because I know where the future is going to be in 5 years, and 10 years, and 15 and 20.
Yeah,
it'll be up and to the right.
Yeah, I agree completely. It's one of those things that you just want to hold on for. Yeah, there are going to be ups and downs, but there's going to be more ups than downs.
Yeah,
it may raise 10,000 and then drop 2,000 or 3,000, and then the next cycle it goes up another 7,000, and it comes down 1,000 or 2,000, and that's the way Bitcoin goes. So it's got higher highs right now and lower lows because it's in the bull run as we speak.
And you're going to find it's the services surrounding Bitcoin. You're going to see them just going gangbusters. And what I mean by that, what do I do if I need money? Well, you're going to see that the banks and your, investment accounts, they'll be happy to loan you against your Bitcoin
in the future.
In the future going forward. So these, you look at the rich people that own the Manhattan real estate, they never sell that.
No.
They simply go and borrow against it because it's continually, has gone up. So you'll see a similar thing happen with Bitcoin, that there's a way to generate funds. And why would you do that? Well, if you have a 5 or 6 or 7% interest rate and your Bitcoin's jumping at 60, 70% a year, why would you sell that? Why not just borrow against it?
Exactly.
Yep. Cerebral aptitude. 14 months seems like an eternity until I am there in Thailand, living for good. Well,
now keep staying on here and staying in touch with us, brother. We're going to love to meet you when you come out here. So
it'll be like you're here.
Yeah, we'll keep you updated on everything that's going on.
Wendy, can't wait for February.
Yeah, and we can't wait to meet you and Brian one day in February. They're staying for 2 months, so they'll be here for March and April for
an exciting
for
time.
the Songkran. So she's absolutely going to enjoy Songkran here. It's the hottest month of the year, and it's Thai New Year, and it's the water festival. So no matter where you go, you're going to get soaking wet. The one thing you will not see during Songkran is a police officer as their target number one. So they do not. They stay in their police station and they don't come out during Songkran because they know they're going to get absolutely soaking wet. And if you get a policeman wet during Songkran, they can only stand there and laugh at you and say thank you.
Yes.
They cannot arrest you for it, as it is a Thai festival. Anybody outside is a game target.
It's game target. You can be on a motorcycle, you can be in a car, anywhere, walking, look out.
Yeah.
And I think your plan now, just so I'm straight on this, you're going to take your truck out.
Yep.
You'll be driving.
Yep.
I'll be in the back. You'll have the big barrel of water, and I'm supposed to throw buckets at
you,
people.
Darlene, and the girls.
We're
going to have six of you in the back. Bobby and Hurling going to be there as well. So there'll be 6 in the back with 2 big, 25-gallon barrels in there with ice cold water.
Oh, ice cold. Well, that's good.
And a couple of ladles, and you guys just fling it out as everybody goes past.
I suppose you'll be videoing this too, guys.
I'm going to be videoing it for YouTube.
Cerebral aptitude. I pray to have more than half my money 7 years living in Thailand until Social Security. Cerebral, you're going to do well out here, and Social Security is like just wow, that's a big, nice bump in pay. You got to look forward to. So you're doing it. You got a good plan. That's good. Everyone needs a plan.
Everybody needs a plan. And you're right about where I am right now.
Yeah. You'll do well.
Yeah. And I'm doing great on it. Enjoying it.
Black Ops. I've got ETS,
Ethium
shares that are killing my portfolio. Should I sell at a loss, buy BTC, or pray for ETH to pick up? Well, there's talk around ETH having their own spot ETF. So now it's funny. Like my son-in-law, love him like anything. He's an Ether. He mined it. He holds it. I keep telling him, get rid of it, buy Bitcoin. And he laughs. He says, oh, no, Poppy, it's going to do well. So,
well, BlackRock was the one that applied for the ETA, for the
spot Bitcoin.
The spot Bitcoin under for Ethium.
Yeah,
as well.
For Ether as well.
Yeah.
Black Ops, I think long-term, if you're looking long-term, I would say yes. Stick with the Bitcoin. And the reason is, for me, ETH has an unlimited supply, technically, when you look at it. Sure, they're talking about burning, get rid of this and that, but hey, it could change, and they do an unlimited supply. Bitcoin, fixed amount, 21 million only by the time it's done mining in the year 2140. There's been a lot of coins lost, and with a fixed supply, it's the only asset on the planet. They can't mine anymore. They can't build anymore. They can't produce anymore. That's what it is. So it's going to be an interesting time going forward. So I think, again, long-term, do the switch. That's, not financial advice, just my opinion on what I would do if I was in your shoes.
Yeah. And the main attraction with Bitcoin is it's a limited edition.
Yeah.
And whenever there's a limited edition of anything, the price goes through the roof.
Typically.
Yeah. They only made 100 Bugatti Veyrons.
Okay.
100. That's all they made. And that's what they announced that they were going to make, the supercar. Well, the original price was 1 million.
Yeah.
People bought it for $1 million and then sold it on for $5 million because that was it. Once the 100 were sold, there were no more.
Yeah.
And people had put in 2 years before the car was even finalized, the $1 million to buy it. And I think it cost the company $5 million to make each car. So they took a hell of a hit to make this supercar and prove that we can drive over 200 miles an hour, or 250, whatever it was. It was some crazy speed that they had with this car. And people were bought them and they sold them and they made a lot of money profit.
Anything limited like that.
Anything limited edition is always going to make money. And then the more that the coins are bought up, the more demand. There's only 1.8 million coins left to buy on the exchange. Once those 1.8 million are sold, people aren't going to sell.
Unless the price is higher.
And so that's going to drive the price higher.
There's always going to be a fixed supply, but the demand will be forever increasing.
Yeah.
And where the coins will come from the miners, as well as, hey, price will dictate.
Yeah.
There'll be so many that sell at 50,000, and then there'll be people at 100 that now I'm selling it, and at 250, there's some going to be selling, and it's going to hit 500,000. And there's still some that are going to sell. Last point on that, Black Ops. I don't look at a loss to make that decision. I look, hey, where's the asset going from here? So, you got Ethereum, forget it's at a loss. You got Bitcoin. Which one do I think is going to be going up the biggest and the best long term? And to me, it would be Bitcoin. I don't think I'd worry too much about the loss, worry about where it's going.
Yeah.
Andy Stresskit, T74 days till we arrive.
T-minus 74 days till we arrive. Countdown and blast off is coming soon. See you in February, brother.
Les Brown, do any of the breakfast restaurants serve oatmeal?
Yes.
I think so.
Yes, they do. Cheap Charlie's.
Okay.
They serve oatmeal. You can buy oatmeal there. Yeah.
And
that's just down the road.
Kind of caters to expats. So everything's kind of westernized on the breakfast there. You want
fantastic
bacon
breakfast.
And eggs. Yep. That's where to get it.
Yeah.
Derek C. They hand whip egg for 10 minutes, mix it with a little honey and whiskey, and it is a thick topping on the coffee.
In Vietnam. Wow.
Well,
I do like an Irish coffee made with whiskey, though, and cream. It is really good, especially in the winter. I had a cold day when it's minus 30 outside in Canada.
Derek C. Like a milk froth.
Okay. So they whip up the egg into a froth. Okay. Sorry, guys. Need to go out now to deal with some things before leaving Philippines tomorrow. See you soon. And can't wait, Brian. Absolutely looking forward to it, brother.
Ryan Peace.
Yeah.
Yep. Les Brown. I live in Florida. The season here is not like Thailand. Low humidity and temperatures. So I used to winter in Florida every winter. Les did that for over 20 years. And I found like Florida winter was nice compared to Canada. But here it's even a little nicer. Sure, it wasn't that much humidity in December, November, January even. But also there's not much here in the winter months either.
No.
Temperatures, although like it could get really cold in typically January, late December.
Right.
Where here it's just ideal now. So
it's perfect here. About 20% humidity right now.
I was in Florida in July once, and it was more like it was here in April when we got here. It was humid and it was hot. And July in Florida was like that.
Yeah.
Alfa Romeo, there he is. Hello, Cooper and Brooke. Hope all is well with both of you. T-minus 12 days till I land in Bangkok. But who's counting?
555 is Thai for laughing out loud. That's what they put here. Instead of LOL, they put 555.
Okay, I did not know that.
Yeah, now you do.
Scott Richmond, I have to take a specific blood thinner. Eliquis.
Okay.
My copay is $150 here at Walmart for a 30-day supply. Well, I would get that checked out here. Have you run across that at all?
Eliquis? No, but then I've never been asked to. Send me an email, Scott. I'll add it to the medical list.
Sure, check it out.
People ask me all the time, please check and see if my medication is available there. And 99.9% it is. Unless your medication is what they consider a narcotic and it is hallucinogenic, then it's not allowed here in Thailand. But for normal medication, yeah, it's absolutely no problem. Normal body medication.
Great you do that for them, Coop.
Yep. And I tend to check on people's medication. I let them know it's available here. I'll take a picture of it and I'll send them the price as well.
Yeah. Any stress kid? I'm hoping I don't get stir crazy coming into retirement. Just in case, do you know if there are volunteer opportunities for English speakers?
Yeah, there's quite a lot. Brooke and I were initially looking into being a tourist police officer when we came out here before we ever had any ideas about starting a YouTube channel. And we actually looked into it, and
I was too old.
You were too old, and I was
49,
just right.
I was too old. For Christ's sake.
No, it's between 50 and 60 for the tourist police officers. And yeah, it's a great volunteer work that
I was all gung-ho, and then I was so disappointed when they had that age, you know. Heck, I'm physically fit and, you know, can speak English.
Yeah, and there's plenty of churches out here that look for volunteers as well. There's orphanages here.
There's so much to do and so much to see. I wouldn't worry about getting bored at all.
No, you're not going to be bored, as we got a heck of a group and doing something every single day.
Not if you're hanging with in Cooperstown.
And here's a name from old
Andrew Marsh. Good
afternoon. He was out here in Thailand. He came out here for a 2-week vacation. We met up at a meeting at a birthday party at Palmy's, and really nice guy from Australia. And he absolutely loved it out here. When you coming back, Andrew? It was great meeting you. We were supposed to have a go-kart race, but it never happened. The day that we were going to do the go-kart race, he says, I'm not as young as I thought I was. I had a bit too much to drink last night, and I got a splitting hangover this morning. So
you got a good
the go-kart race never happened. So he's threatened to take the title away from me. I currently hold the lap record at the go-kart. And he decided to get drunk and come up with a hangover story so he didn't have to race me.
Them's racing words. Darlene Buchanan, Brooke, what percentage of a portfolio would you put in Bitcoin? I think you're going to see, let me just start with, say, people like BlackRock, biggest money managers, Vanguard, Fidelity. They're all going to be similar. They're probably going to initially allocate 0.5 of 1% to maybe 2% max in the portfolio. And the reason is they want it totally diversified, and, you know, that'll do it. And, you know, your big sovereign funds are probably going to do the similar thing. And all that means is, hey, it's going to generate huge demand because, you know, 1% of 25 trillion under management is a lot of money.
Yeah.
Now, as a percentage, personally, I do probably way more than anyone. But then the reason is, the more I researched, the more believable it became to me. And I continue the research daily here. Every day I'm researching strictly on Bitcoin. And it's because, I'll tell you, I keep 100% of my portfolio in it. I've done well with it. I've been in it for years. And, you know, when something's working, why change?
Yeah.
Now, do I recommend that for the average person? Absolutely not.
No.
You've got to be a Bitcoiner, like an OG. You got to be orange pilled before you should ever even consider something like that. So my advice is, hey, do you want to do, you know, 3%, 5%? Yeah, okay. You're going to sleep good at night. You got 95% in things you understand and know about, and that's fine. Your financial advisors out there would never tell you to do what I'm doing. And that's, you know, they're paid for their viewpoint and opinion. The only reason I did that, and I used to be in the, you know, the 60-40 and the, you know, is I did the research. And boy, oh boy, I became a believer the more I looked into it. And what caused that? You know, step back, zoom out. When in doubt, zoom out. So you step back, you look at what's happening on the planet with fiat currencies. You look on the planet what's happening with, you know, inflation. The governments, are they looking to change? No, they're going to keep printing. The printing presses are going to keep running. So I didn't have a lot of faith in, you know, the governments per se to look after my best interests. So I better do it. And now my plan, hey, I've done well. Okay, God, you know, thank God I did my research. But my plan is to, you know, leave my coinage you know, to the grandkids.
Yeah.
You know, the kids are fine, so they have their own. So, yeah, it's everyone's different. So maybe 5% to answer your question, Darlene, would be a max. Now, the other thing though, you know, do your research so you feel comfortable. It is volatile asset. I've gone through crypto winters and I've seen my portfolio drop in half. Do I get worried? No. Why? Because I know where it's going to end up.
Yeah.
And when you have that certainty about anything in life, you sleep better. You don't worry about it. I'll tell you one thing. I don't stress and I don't worry because I know where it's going. And yeah, so that's good to know. And why do I know that? Because of the research. Now, I'm not just, you know, when I say research Bitcoin, it's not only that. I'm looking at what the bond market's doing, and I'm looking at what the countries around the planet are, doing financially, and where the markets are supposedly going to be heading. And I think becoming aware of your financial situation compared to what the planet's happening, that's important. So stay safe. To me, Bitcoin is the safest asset I could ever own because I know where it's going. And but hey, I'm a totally different situation than the average. 99.999% of the people would not do what I'm doing. But hey, that's just me. I'm happy. That's all that matters. All right, what's next here? I just don't.
Hang on, just got a drink of water.
Oh, there you are.
Yep, getting thirsty.
Gary Hart, late but finally checking in. Hello, Coop, Darlene, and Brooke.
And welcome, Jerry. It's pronounced with a J. He
yes,
told me
it
like
is.
Tom
Sorry,
and Jerry.
My mistake, Jerry. In fact, he was. Quite
I'll never
clear
forget
on
that one. Yeah, I will never forget that one. Thank you, Jerry, for telling us how to pronounce it.
Alfa Romeo, gentlemen, any news or updates on the Thai tax and foreigners, or it's still clear as mud? Clear as mud.
No,
nothing to worry about. All FUD.
Yeah, I did put an earlier update on the channel, so go back and watch that. Nothing's changing for now, other than they're talking about delaying it because it's got a lot of confusion involved. So it looks like they're going to be doing some ironing out before they implement it. So we'll know more.
Cerebral aptitude. Of all the about Thailand YouTubers I watch, I will admit that something about the spirit of the two of you definitely is more than pleasant. I will keep in touch, gents.
And absolutely great. Thank you for that. Really appreciate it. I take that as a big, huge compliment.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we welcome everybody here in our group. It don't matter what country you're from. It doesn't matter what your sexuality is, and it doesn't matter what color you are. You are all human beings, and you're all welcome here in Coopersville, as we say. And we have a great group of people, and we have everybody from everywhere. So it's fantastic.
No drama in the group. Never met anyone that wasn't smiling, happy. You can tell when someone's happy, excited, and glad to meet you, and chit chat, and a couple hours later, time flies, and you just had a great time. So
I would say we've got pretty much an equal number of everything.
Yeah,
we got an equal number of Americans to Europeans.
Yep.
We got an equal number of white people versus Asian people in the group,
and
black people in the group.
Yep.
So it is fantastic to have that diversification in here, and we're all getting along like one family.
Yes.
And all those racist issues back in the States,
Never
and all that, animosity, jealous because Joe next door has got something that you don't have, or somebody's looking to stab you in the back in your employment or something like that. Everybody here is on an equal footing.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter whether you got $1,000 a month or $5,000 a month. Yeah, we're all here as retirees. And that's the way we view each other. There is no monetary thing in people's heads. Out here, we just all enjoy being together.
Yeah. What I know, I call friends in Florida still, and boy, things just, you can tell they're not as happy because I guess inflation's up. They're I mean, my one buddy in Florida is paying $590 a month maintenance fees on his condo. And everybody in the condo building pays that. Well, Jesus, you can live like a king over here in accommodation for that. And then my buddies in Canada, they're bitching about the politics and the this and that, the prices, inflation. You can never hear that type of bitching in Thailand.
You don't.
It's a happy climate.
So you're really going to enjoy it here.
Yep.
And that's why we're so positive, Cerebral.
Yeah, no, we are. Adrian, next stop on the charts for Bitcoin is 48.2. Well, that's nice. Might see that this week.
I think it's going to go up to 45. Well, shoot, it's at 43.8. I still think it's going to finish above 45 on Friday.
Oh, I'm not worried. Cerebral aptitude. I pray the two of you keep your awesome demeanors as you grow, and men coming to Thailand. Please don't come for the girls. Trust you will find a good girl.
And you will.
Yep.
You will. We went out last night for dinner at a Filipino restaurant. Met a lovely lady that owns the restaurant, and she's very much involved with the church here in Thailand, in the Catholic Church that the Filipinos go to. And she said she's got a lot of single friends. So that could be a great way for us to do a meet and greet in the future, is have some of those girls come that are here and single and looking for a good, Western person to settle down with, or become friends with. Do a meet and greet.
Yeah,
just have everybody come.
Yep.
Yeah, it could be a fantastic idea.
Tommy Lee, look at that smile. Hey, Cooper, what you're inhaling medicinal? What you're inhaling medicinal?
Yeah, just my e-cigarette right here. I do like it. It's a menthol, and makes me cut down on the amount of cigarettes that I smoke.
Sure.
So absolutely fantastic. And I'm going on a cruise ship. Take my wife Darlene on honeymoon on the 22nd. And there's only 2 places that you can smoke on the whole cruise ship. And that happens to be at the casino and at the aft deck, right down by past the swimming pool. There's like a corner of the ship that's fenced off that you can smoke there. So I got my e-cigarette, so I get around that.
Yep.
Yeah, as all that comes out of here is water vapor. There's absolutely zero smell or zero pollution that comes out.
So yes, it would be medicinal.
Yep.
Tommy. The Tominator. Alfa Romeo. Hello, Darlene.
Yeah, she is still there.
She's still there somewhere. Cerebral aptitude. A couple brothers in Thailand tell me not to buy a car, but when I retire there, I'm going to do what I want. Buy a car, motorbike, and jet ski.
Just like me.
My kind of guy.
Yeah.
Every man should retire how he wants. Not a drinker, by the way.
Yeah, and neither are we. Yeah. We are sort of social drinkers. I think the most we ever drink when we go out is like 2-3 beers. Yeah. So we're very and the rest of the time we don't drink at all.
No.
Yeah. So
occasional drinkers.
It's only when we go out for a meet and greet that we'll have those 2 or 3 beers, and the rest of the time none at all. So and I did exactly the same. I sold my SUV that was almost new in the Philippines, and the price I sold it for here, I was able to buy a brand new pickup truck, a brand new motorcycle, and a brand new jet ski, and it cost me $2,000 over what I sold the SUV in the Philippines, because the prices are so expensive over there for the imported vehicles.
I had a look at James' truck the other day. We were out the jet ski there, and it's a Toyota. It's 4-door, but it's got the 2 suicide doors, so the shoulder back seat. It makes up for it with the longer bed, so it's the same size as Coop's truck. And 2-wheel drive. I don't need the 4, and it's also 2.4 liter versus your 2.8. And I think he paid a little over $20,000 US for that.
Yes,
like that would be double in Canada, or in the States even it'd be double that. So I would seriously, myself, who thought, I don't need a vehicle here, I think I might even look at something like that.
Well, they're made here, Brooke.
Yeah.
So there's no import cost when they're made here in the country.
Yep.
They have a big Toyota plant in Bangkok.
Yeah. No, I looked at vehicles, the cars, and I didn't really see deals, but the trucks,
heck of a deal on the pickup trucks.
And I had so much fun on that jet ski, Cerebral. I'm thinking of doing the same as you. I might end up getting a jet ski just so.
It'll be great. We'll have a jet ski club out here, because we got me and James and you and Troy's also looking at buying a jet ski as well.
Good.
So we'll have like 5-6 people out here, all with jet skis, and we'll do trips together to the islands.
And the last thing on that, the motorbike, I'm going with Coop to the big car show, bike show as well in Bangkok in March.
Yeah.
And I told him last night, I says, I think I'm going to buy a bike there, because they're all on display, every manufacturer model, everything, and hey, there it is. That's the one I kind of like. And whether it's a deposit I got to wait, or just,
every February and March, they have expos here. Yeah, with the new models of vehicles.
I'm paying about $100 a month on this rental, and I've been paying it for months. I might as well just go buy one.
Because the secondhand market is very good here.
Yeah.
In Thailand, they hold their retail price.
Darlene, oh, go ahead.
There you go. My wife says, there, I told you she's around here. We must, Elf is getting interested in Bitcoin.
Myself.
Me, myself. Okay, I got it. I just have to learn more to answer my questions. I have it in mind. And she's been picking mine and Brooke's brain solid for 2 days now about Bitcoin. And she wants to get into it and have a little flutter.
Yeah.
I told her yes.
She's watched that interview, I think, with Tucker Carlson.
No, she hasn't watched it yet.
Oh, okay, well, that's definitely one. And then I gave her a website, hope.com, to look at. It's pretty well a good explanation there. Resources free. Cerebral aptitude. My only regret is not retiring earlier sooner. But once my oldest son got married and daughter finished college for nursing, I am now more than ready.
Yeah, because they're all grown up and making their own way in life. Yeah.
You're still young enough. Don't worry. Yeah. You'll have lots of good years. Wendy, at Darlene Buchanan, we could only afford 9 shares of MicroStrategy. Hey, 9's better than 8,
yeah, 9 is actually is pretty good. As MicroStrategy is now at $577 a share.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's.
I expect you'll see it go up this week.
Yeah. So she put about $5,000 in there, and she's happy because the prices are going up very nicely.
When Bitcoin does a say 3x, 5x, 10x, whatever, Wendy, you'll see MicroStrategy do at least that. And I told Coop, and I totally believe this, that you'll see a split in the stock, when it gets in the thousands dollars per share, and you'll end up with, 5 or 10 times the amount of shares. It'll still be the same value, but at least you'll have a, increase amount, let's say.
Yeah.
Les Brown, GBTC went up 3.3% today. Yeah, that's the Canadian equivalent of an ETF for Bitcoin.
Okay.
But the issue was you could never get coins out of it. You could get your money back, and so that caused a big discount from what Bitcoin was to the value of the fund. And they only own Bitcoin. So they're the ones that had the court case and won it to convert through the SEC to a Bitcoin ETF, pure, meaning, they could, have the coins go out. And they won that case, and the discount, it used to be discounted. I think it was up to 35% discount to what value, and now it's shrinking. It's down
9%.
Yeah, now it's only about an 8% discount to Bitcoin, and they say once that goes to zero, the Bitcoin ETF's about to get approved then and there. So yeah,
that's one to watch daily. And MicroStrategy was up 2.5%. Yeah, absolutely right. And it was up lower than Bitcoin, so there'll be a correction tonight, in which MicroStrategy should go up even more.
Yeah, so guys, just for you to clear, Bitcoin, MicroStrategy is a bit of a leverage play, so it should go up slightly more than Bitcoin over time, and slightly less should Bitcoin drop, or slightly more, on the drop. So be more on the up, more on the drop. And then the third thing is your Bitcoin miners. And these, again, are proxies on Bitcoin. And the miners tend to be even more leveraged. And but the miners are the ones where there's, then the supply is gone from the exchange. The miners are the only ones selling the coins typically from their mining operations monthly. So I can see the big boys doing well on that.
Yeah, ditto.
And they've done well for me.
Jerry
Hart. Come on now, Jerry. Any update regarding 90-day entry visas for USA folks?
And yes, they are. I touched on it earlier in the live stream, and the update is they want to push it through this month, and they're either going to do a 60-day entry on arrival or a 90-day. So they are both on the table, and they really want to push it through this month, and it's going to be temporary until March of next year.
Well, it makes it really nice if you want to come for 60 or 90 days.
Yeah, for a
even
vacation.
If it was yearly, you don't got to worry about visas. Les Brown, correction, 4.3%. Okay.
Yeah, so he's saying that with GBTC up and MicroStrategy up at 2.5%, there should be a 4.3 correction with Bitcoin, with MicroStrategy in relation to Bitcoin.
Okay.
Yeah, that I'm reckoning it's going to be close to about that.
Price is 35.10. I think that's on the GBDC.
Yeah.
GBT. Grayscale. Any stress, kid? Wheels up early tomorrow, so got to go. See you Saturday, and thanks for all you're doing.
And absolutely great. We'll see you guys in February, and looking forward to you joining us on Saturday's live stream with me and Darlene. And he says, ugh, all.
Les Brown, Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. Yeah. GBTC.
Yep, that's what initials are.
You guys have no idea how bad the U.S. is getting.
I do actually have know exactly how bad the U.S. is going, as all my family lives there. I am the only person in my family that lives outside of the United States.
Yeah.
So yeah, go ahead. And my family tells me on a daily basis everything that's going on. The price of food's going up, the price of gasoline's going back up, the price of property taxes is going back up, the electric, water bills going up, all that sort of stuff is going up, and it is in real time. Prices of cars and all that, it's about 12% a year it is going up, and that makes it harder for all the folks that are out there, and that's why so many expats want to retire to Asia, because here everything is, I got to be honest with you guys and girls, it's about 70% cheaper than the West. So if you're living on $2,000 a month pension in the United States, you're struggling to live. You come over here on $2,000 a month, you're going to be living absolutely fantastically. You're not going to be worrying about your gas and electricity. How much is gas and electricity out here? It is less than your electric and your water out here. It is less than $100 a month, and we're in a 2-bedroom condominium, folks, and it is less than $100 a month. In the States, I know that is pretty close to about $1,000 a month, depending on the type of accommodation that you're living in. So yeah, it is a huge, huge difference. And the rental costs out here are very cheap. You can find a very nice accommodation between $300 and $500 a month here, no problem. And Les Brown says, Cooper dating service. No, it'd just be a meet and greet and everybody to get together. It'd be a fantastic event. I'm not going to get involved in dating other than we're looking at, meeting some great people. It's all fantastic. Jack Bree says, bike and car show in Bangkok now. Yes, there is a bike and car show. Our friend James went there on Monday. And it's a sort of mini bike and car show compared to the expo that is coming.
The big one in March.
The big one is in March, and that's where all the new models will be for the next generation models will be showcased.
They're fun to go to, those shows. I used to go to them in the West. I went in Tampa, Florida for the U.S. one, and Detroit, Michigan for the big North American. Even Toronto had them, and they were good too. Always fun. Cerebral aptitude. I will definitely need help deciding on the best motorbike with the best suspension, because when I came back before Corona, I forgot how horrible the potholes were.
Well, I can tell you right now, Cerebral, Thailand has done a heck of a lot of work on its infrastructure, and the roads are fantastic.
Yeah,
I see there's only one road here in Pattaya that is has potholes, and the foreigners call it soy pothole.
Not like,
but it's in the red light area.
It's in the
red light area. But yeah, you're right. Philippines is bad, and we did 108 kilometers all the way from southern Thailand up around to Bangkok and down here to Pattaya on my motorbike. And I didn't see a single pothole, not one. I was looking out for them. As I was averaging on the speed of my motorbike, it was average between 80 kilometers and 120 an hour, which as the road signs changed from 80 to 120, I was driving accordingly. And again, with Darlene on the back, I was worried about potholes. I was looking out for them, and I just couldn't see a single one, Brooke. The roads were just perfectly smooth, not even a bump. So in the West, you'll see patches on the road, especially in England. I saw that quite a lot, where there was a little damage to the road and they cut it out and make a patch. Here in Thailand, they resurfaced the whole damn road. I don't see patches.
No, and Cerebral, there's our buddy there, James. He used to have I forget which dealership it was, a Yamaha. He knows his bikes. He owns 3 of them, believe it or not. Here, so he'd be definitely a good guy to pick his brain. He'll give you good advice. Straight shooter he is.
Yeah, absolutely excellent bikes out here.
Alfa Romeo, gents, it's high season in Thailand. A few friends have told me that it's slower than previous years. Have you noticed less foreigners this month? Hotels not full, and many rooms still available.
Here's what I've noticed. I've noticed there is less tourists here, but however, the accommodations are still full in regards to condominiums. A lot of them don't have any available. What you'll find is the people will go to B&Bs, and those and hotels are the ones that are hurting. But the condominiums are still relatively full, so they're doing good there. They may have onesies and twosies available, but
yeah.
It's not that many.
But I think overall tourism is down.
Yeah.
For the normal year. Tommy Lee, yippee, 42 likes, 51 watching.
Oh, we're only 9 short, so 9 more likes and we'll be doing perfect. Thank you, Tommy.
Les Brown, in Florida, the homeowners' inns and condo fees going crazy. Insurance, sorry.
Yeah.
That's my buddy that says
your buddy lives in Florida.
Had a big increase in his maintenance fees, as I said, to $590. Is what? $590? You can afford a mansion or a beautiful condo, beachfront for that kind of money converted.
And here's a great thing, Les. When you come out here to retire in Thailand and you get a rental condominium, there's no maintenance fees to pay.
No.
It's all paid by the owners. You pay 0 maintenance fees, 0 parking
taxes.
fees.
Yep.
0 taxes, anything like that. You pay your rent, your electricity, and water, and that's it. And the condo charges the owner for the maintenance fees, not you.
Yep.
Which is absolutely plus. And the parking is free too.
Water bill typically is $10 a month.
Yeah.
Hello. And the electric bill, and I keep my air on a lot, $60, $70 tops,
Yeah.
Yep.
So all told, you're under $100 for your electric and water. And our rent here is about $300 a month. Yeah. So we're paying $400 a month.
All in.
Yeah.
And that includes internet. Hello. That'd be $50, $60 a month back home. Wendy at Les Brown, so true about the U.S.
Yeah.
Same in Canada, guys. Cerebral aptitude. Being ex-Air Force, I hope one day VA benefits will be available abroad. But honestly, the health insurance is affordable in Thailand, and going into the pharmacy for my diabetes meds is cheap. You're going to find that.
And also, the VA is accepted here in Thailand. So your VA insurance is accepted, and they work in coalition with Bangkok Hospital.
Okay.
Troy uses the VA here, and the VA pays his bills when he goes to Bangkok Hospital for his military-related injuries. So you can do that here, absolutely no problem. So you don't have to worry about getting extra insurance to cover your VA disabilities.
Good to know. Derek C., will that increased visa on arrival apply to us Canucks as well?
Yes.
Once the States gets it, Canada just is like automatic.
They have 60 plus countries on the list. I've looked at all the countries on the list. Canada, England, Europe, Australia, New Zealand, and America are all on that list.
Good to know. Les Brown, don't get what you said about GBTC. Okay, well, GBTC, again, it's a Bitcoin trust now, not a spot ETF yet. And it trades, the shares trade at a discount. They only hold Bitcoin, by the way, and they're the largest, like 600 and some thousand coins. But they're priced, if Bitcoin prices here, typically your spot ETF will be identical. Mm-hmm. It trades slightly less. So the fair value, when you convert the value to the Bitcoin, is slightly less. And it was called a discount to Bitcoin. And the reason it was discounted is because you couldn't physically get your coins out. Mm. You get your money back, but that's again at a discount. So, when they convert to a spot BTF, the actual spot where you could get your coin out, now you're not losing anything. You're getting your money back, obviously, whatever the share price. But when it converts to a spot Bitcoin ETF, that discount will disappear. Yeah. So you'll see it automatically come equal to the value of the coin. So maybe that was a misunderstanding. Tommy Lee, look at that smile. Thanks for the in-depth knowledge. Guys, stay safe, healthy. See you guys Saturday. Yeah, we'll look forward to it.
Take care, Tommy. Thank you for coming on and joining us.
Cerebral aptitude. As long as the monthly cost of living stays between $2,000 and $3,000 and my savings is healthy, I know I will live the rest of my life in Thailand. Hopefully, Jean-Pierre. And
you'll love it here
do
in
that.
Jomtien. Yeah, you'll love it. We have a great group of retirees. And 2,000 to 3,000. Wow, that is a very
money,
healthy.
Trust me, you'll be
struggling to
month.
spend that.
Yep, you will.
Yep.
Les Brown, but problem with finding 100 square meter units in newer buildings.
No, you can find them in the newer buildings. And the thing is, what they do, Les, is they have a certain percentage of the building, which tends to be like less than 10% at that size. But the price is going to be 3 times more than the 35 square meter. So you're paying by the square meter.
Sure.
So you can find them out there, but they're going to be 3 times more expensive than the 35 square meter.
You've done ones in older buildings with definitely that square footage.
And newer ones.
And newer ones
as
well.
And newer ones, we've done 120, 150 square meters, 180 square meter new ones that we've done, but the prices are reflective. So
what I find interesting is I don't understand why you see cranes everywhere. Like they're putting condominiums up left and right, and there's so many condominiums to begin with here.
Yeah.
So, that's interesting.
And that's what's great about it, because it keeps the price down.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. And the more that we get of our subscribers here, the more buildings they're going to be making. So we're actually helping boost the Thai economy.
Yep. Maybe it's forward thinking.
And we'll be making the landlords happy and making the Thais happy, because they got more work and building more condominiums.
I honestly believe we're in early on this wave. What I see happening is a wave of expats will be coming to Thailand
to retire,
because not only the cost, but they're making it easier all the time with the visa information that I see, and just the cost of living, the friendliness, the climate, the food choice, the infrastructure, it checks all those boxes when you're looking at where to retire.
Yeah.
Les Brown, anywhere you can't park the truck.
Yeah, sois, little small lanes down here in Thailand where there may be little shops or little restaurants. You can't. But what you do tend to find is you find the Thais in that area, they'll have a dirt lot that they'll charge you 20 baht for parking there, for the day. So you can go around the little areas. So it's all good. It just means that you may have a 5-6 minute walk to get to the area.
Sure.
But yeah, parking is quite easy.
What Cooper explained to me, what I noticed, you don't see any no parking signs, or rarely, let's say, but there's stripes on the curbs.
Yeah.
And, yellow means one thing, red means one thing, so it's interesting. But yeah, we've never had really trouble parking anywhere.
No, not even in the truck.
No. Cerebro, I decided Thailand my number one choice to retire because the cost of living, infrastructure, healthcare, dental care, and people are not ugly acting to each other like the West. When I last came, it was so nice.
And
exactly, yeah.
And Cerebro, I've got quite a lot of Black subscribers here, and they're all great people. And I always ask them the same question: do you feel that there's racism in Thailand, even amongst the expats that are here? And they all tell me the same thing. No, zero. It's it. They say it's a weight lifted off your shoulder. And we got Black women here too.
Yep. And
they're telling us the same thing. I feel zero racism. It's like all the weight's lifted off my shoulder from America, where I got people, calling me bad names because of the color of my skin, or bumping into me or looking down at me or judging me or anything. And when they come here, all that is completely gone. And it's the way that it always should have been.
The cultures.
Yeah. In my opinion. So you are going to love it here. We got a absolutely heck of a community, and everybody's accepted.
Les Brown, you said there are Thai pay parking lots.
Yes, there are Taipei parking lots, and you'll find them here. And there's also free parking lots here. The malls, you don't pay to park in the malls.
Yeah.
Festival 21 Mall, there's no paid parking there. Terminal 21 Mall and Festival Mall and Pattaya, free parking.
All free parking. Yeah.
The supermarkets, all free parking. Absolutely great.
Both of the beaches, Jomtien Beach Patio.
The hospital, free parking.
Free parking there, but the beach is free parking.
Beaching, free parking. Yeah. The only time you're going to pay is if you're parking on somebody's private property, and they have a little stand there that they charge you 20 baht. For example, there's one opposite Jomtien Immigration Office.
I was just going to say
that is 50 baht. Yeah, it's high season, but in low season it was only 20 baht.
20 baht.
So
and even it goes up in high season.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
You can park you know, and it's absolutely great that they open their property, their land, allow people to park in there.
Now,
and they make
on
a little
scooters,
bit of money.
I don't think you'd ever pay for parking on a scooter.
No.
Because they just fit anywhere. So
Yeah. You can park pretty much anywhere on a scooter in Thailand.
Les Brown, do the auto deduct electric and water?
No, you pay the bill separately.
You get a
You'll
bill.
get a bill in the mailbox, and you just go to the juristic office. The juristic office is inside every condominium complex out here. They have their own juristic office, and you go pay it there. You don't need to go to the electric company. You don't need to go to the water company. Absolutely great. You pay it right there on site. And we're at 2 hours, 20 minutes, so we need to be wrapping this up. Me and Brooke, our voices are going on us. Wendy says, bye, guys, and bye, Wendy, sweetheart. Thank you so much for coming on here, both you and Dennis. Looking forward to you guys joining us on Saturday's live stream with myself and my wife, Darlene, and coming out here in February.
Cerebral, why did the two of you decide to live abroad? It amazes me how so many of my friends and coworkers said they would be afraid to ever live anywhere abroad.
Because of the prices in the West.
Well, in my case, you know, everyone's different, but I was looking for a lost love. I didn't find it in the West, and, you know, some dating sites. Anyways, a buddy twigged me on the Philippines. Oh, he says, yeah, the Philippines, Thailand, that's the place to go. And I chose Philippines based on, again, research, because of a big part English speaking, and luckily it worked out for me great. Met Cooper there, and then ended up in Thailand, and glad I did. As far as why a lot of people in the West, it's the fear of the unknown. And to them, maybe, like, I'm a little more adventuresome. I think Coop is as well. You know, he's been all over the world. I've been, many countries, not as many as him, but still. And it's adventurous spirit we have. And you never lose that. I don't care how old you are, as long as you're mobile. And so that, hey, I was in my, late 60s when I headed to the Philippines. You know what I mean? And the kids, totally supportive of me. Oh, God, yes, great, Poppy. It's good to do it while you're young, 49 forever. We're up to going to eat now, and ever so envious to see so many men leave the Matrix and live the life they deserve. Absolutely. Get over the Matrix.
Yeah, get out of the Matrix. Get over here and live the good life.
Take the orange pill.
Yeah.
Alfa Romeo at Les Brown. Chip in and buy a huge condo at Coopersville Resort. There we go. Cerebral aptitude. Oh, last note. What is the most you spent for a dinner to spoil yourself?
$20. Steak at Sizzler.
Yeah. Well, for me, it was like $24. Yeah. And that's for two of us. And that was huge. And that included, I think, 2 beers. You know, there you go. Alfa Romeo, did I hear correctly? Someone is planning a Christmas dinner party? Time, place, thanks.
Yes, Liz. We are planning a Christmas dinner party, and it's going to be on the 20th. And it's being done by Liz. Yeah. Liz is doing it, and she's posted it on the Facebook
group page.
Yeah.
Any stress kit at Cerebral. Head knocked out. Dennis here of Wendy and Dennis. Also, USAF 1983 to 1992.
United States Air Force from 83 to 92. Thank you for your service, sir.
Les Brown, do they have signs for parking?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
Yeah, and there'll also be parking bays where there's no signs, and you'll see the cars parked there in the parking bays on the beach and stuff like that on Beach Road here in Jomtien. Absolutely fantastic.
We've never had a problem parking there.
Never. And we're just coming up with the last question. We're ready to wrap up for the night.
Indeed. Alfa Romeo, see you on the next live stream. All the best.
And thank you for that, Alfa Romeo. That's it. We are done for today's live stream. Thank you all for coming on and joining us. It is really appreciated. And we're looking forward to meeting all of you. I created this YouTube channel to bring people together and make friends in the retirement. And they're doing exactly that. The Facebook group has just grown and grown and grown. It's over 700 and how many members? You told me this
750 some odd now.
Yeah. 750 members on the Facebook group. It's absolutely free. It doesn't cost you a single penny. Go on and join the Facebook group. You have to be a subscriber. Please hit the thumbs up and subscribe. And then we get notified on our YouTube analytics. You can go in and join. That's how you get in. If you apply to join and you have not subscribed, you get kicked. And it tells you on there, please subscribe to Cooper's YouTube channel.
Tell your family and friends to join, because tell them that's where you're going. they might want to.
And a lot of our great subscribers, what they're doing, Brooke, is they're putting our name out on social media and links to our channel. So we owe it all to them for the success of the channel at 7,400 subscribers now. So thank you all for doing that. And if you want to help us out, all you have to do is hit that like on the videos that you watch. And if you can, put it out to your social media and say, hey, great YouTube guy here. He's doing everything he can to help people and bring people together.
Hello, tubers.
Yeah. And there you go.
Good night, all.
Good night, Al, from Brian there. And Al says, great live stream. See you by the pool. And he's probably sitting there by the pool right now. Al, yep, absolutely pleasure. And thank you for coming out and joining Coopersville. Love you, all of you that are out here, the whole 130 subscribers that have come out and joined us. And we got about another 100 coming between now and February.
Wow.
So absolutely great. And looking forward to meeting everybody in person. We have a live, we try and have a meet and greet at least once a month.
Thanks, Poorman's Passport.
And thank you for coming on and joining us, Poor Man. It's really appreciated.
Derek C., and that's all she wrote.
And that's it. So from Cooper and Mr. Brooke Schneider, take care. Have a great week ahead, and we'll see you on Saturday.
For watching, guys.
Till then, stay tuned.
Stay safe.